Howdy, howdy. I suppose today we're going to play a little bit more Slay the Spire. Just a little bit more. There's no random button. What a shame. Oh my goodness, they're actually at the same ascension. Well, this is pretty fortuitous. Okay. I'm gonna pick the Cladman. I'm gonna pick the Cladman. I'm always usually up for the play. The silent. I just, you know. Well. Take damage, you say? I don't really actually think that's that good in this act, but I've never gotten it this early, so let's see. I see how this pans out. On Ascension level 13, now the bosses have no money. That's my funny modifier. I guess we're heading towards all the elites because why not? Hi. Okay, we're gonna do a really lame play here. We're just gonna block. I'm gonna hit him for 6. It's so we can hit him for 6 again later. Or do we corruption and then we play 2 defends again? I mean, technically speaking, you know, we have 2 more strikes. We have 2 more defends. They're dealing 13. So this is a little bit silly to play. Not a lot of game. We could just play the 2 defenses and get on. I don't mind if it takes. I don't mind busting through it. I think we have it. I think that's just game. Usually busting through the defense is a really good play. And the funny thing is that fire breathing might actually be good because we have such a small deck. Like once the corruptions go through. But then again, if you have corruptions, shouldn't you be? I feel like we should be waiting for a skill here. Anger's a little silly. I was usually always a fan of that because it was 0 mana deal 6. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That's mighty nice. It's just sometimes adding a copy of Anger into your discard pile can be seen as a detriment. Like if you see it as like, well, I guess it's not a wound, but you know, but the next time you cycle through the draw pile, you know, you'll have 2 Angers, and then you play 2 Angers, and then you have 4. Yeah, so like, despite being incredibly good for mana and for tempo, you know, you know what? Let's stop whining about it. Let's either this. I don't really know if anyone's quite on the fire breathing train. Considering we're fighting 4 elites, and we might be fighting the guys, I thought it would be good, you know, deal 30 to all if we draw 5 days. But I feel like I'm underestimating Anger here. No one uses fire breathing. You use fire breathing, and then we hit. And if we're fighting slime, we're not fighting slime. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh no! Now I actually have to pick it. I like the art of fire breathing. You know, I like the promise of fire breathing. You know. There is some upside. We can't smith it. There is a little bit of, that's a little bit of downside. I think we shouldn't run anger because we're so close to going infinite, you know. Taking fire breathing. You never pick fire breathing, by the way. Never, ever, ever. Don't do that. There is even no reason to run this right now. Well, actually, yeah, no. Well, we could have drawn the Ascender's Bane after. Play it safe. A little bash to go. And now we got damage. Yay, damage. The thing about corruption is that usually, like, exhausting your defense is so valuable. I do love that bash scaling with itself. It's a bit of a classic. We can take 10 here. The other option is taking 5 and then striking twice, dealing 18 damage. Hoping that 2 more strikes appear and that they bail us out. We can't use 2 strikes unless we bash here, so... Actually, I think the answer is... whatever it is, it's close. It's close. It's close. He's definitely going to attack next turn. So the question is whether we want to take 10 now or 14 tomorrow. But granted, if we strike now, like, we're still gambling on whether we get 2 strikes. So, we're 1 off. But then if we defend and then we draw 2 strikes next turn, like, you know, that feels a lot worse. But I'm hoping we can use maybe 3 defense, and then that'll block the 14. And then what's my plan for after? He's at vulnerable 3. No, don't do this at home, kids. Never. You want to kill this guy usually. That's always been the game plan. That will always be the game plan. This achieves, but hey, we got it. And we also ended up saving a whole bunch, so that ended up actually kind of working out. Blood for blood. Remember all those things I said about anger being bad? Well, this guy might be pretty nice. You'd think you'd want armaments, right? Because that way you could corruption and then you play all your defense, you play in armaments, now you have a fully upgraded hand of stuff. And even if you... Armaments is pretty rough here. It's not one of the better skills Ironclad gets, but when does he get a lot of them? We like Blood for Blood, but it just doesn't quite work with this deck. The mana is front loaded. Now usually we'd be okay with this. In fact, there's some argument to be made that since our deck is so theoretically small, which is why I'm overthinking this, by the way, that Blood for Blood, you'd just be able to cast it again and again and again and again and again, like over and over. If you had just a 0 mana Blood for Blood in your like very, very small deck, you know, that goes really hard. But the price is that you don't get to run this card until you've taken 4 damage, 4 instances of damage. Which happens more than you think. Although I don't really find myself leaning towards any rupture synergies in a deck like this. I feel like it's armaments, but my heart says Blood for Blood. Maybe we can take Blood for Blood just in that, like, you know, I mean, we are fighting like 5 elites. I think we need a miracle. Hi. Oh, how's it going? I also think sometimes Blood for Blood is pretty good just because, like, that's usually our bread and butter. Deal 18, huh? We can deal 8 plus 9, which is almost the same as 18 if you really think about it. The Ascender's Bane has already been used. La la la. Here's Corruption. We don't really want Corruption here. It's just a little bit too dangerous. I think Bash Strike gets us out of this. 21. Ooh, is he at 22? Oh, I think he's at 22. One off. What are you gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I don't think the 3 damage is really worth it here. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to switch to Blood for Blood. Let's use our shiny power and take an L. So we can take the dub. Thank you very much. And that's a lot of... We're cooking with something. Ooh. Ghostly Armor would be pretty funny with Corruption. The only problem is you usually have to play it. But this is actually weirdly a deck where I kind of want it. I want that front load of block. I don't really want power through. It's just a little bit too dangerous to what we're running. Also, it doesn't really damage us. It's like it's a really good mechanic that we have no support for. Don't pick Ghastly Armor ever. Also, don't usually pick events. I feel like choosing event is just bad. Oh. By the gods! By the gods! Okay, half tempted to get rid of Blood for Blood here. This is the only time I've ever been tempted to upgrade Blood for Blood. Because if we upgrade it, that means we can get it online fast. Hi! Now would we like to deal 6 to all here? I'm actually not going to use that. Alright, this is my master plan. That was not my master plan. But this was... Big Fat 10. Call up Old Ben. We have taken no damage, but I think that works in our favor. The old Bash defend. They never see it coming. I think Bash is usually the name of the game here. We could deal like 4 more damage with a strike instead, double striking, but you just don't want to go for that. That's 3 on every single strike. Defend or deal 18. Our Blood for Blood has not been reduced whatsoever. We have 2 strikes. I actually think going for the strikes here is probably for the best. But this is sort of a defendy deck. Who's to say we can't get away with doing something a little cheeky? So we reduced it by 5, but in return he gets away with like a 9 damage. Ooh, 27. That's awfully nice. But we're gonna have to play a little bit more dangerously. There goes our vulnerable. Here's our corruption. Whatever event horizon I was personally planning for, I feel like we have passed it. This is when I start to... Yeah. Okay. Shadow to Corruption. This is a hell of a turn. Thank you, Corruption. It's just a little bit hard to work out, but I think we did something there. Cost of a potion. Seeing Red. Seeing Red's always kind of a classic. It exhausts, it gives mana. We like those things. Sometimes we have a lot of front load on a lot of these mana costs, so maybe this is really good. Inflame is usually a classic, especially with a deck as small as this. You know, with something we mostly just have strikes. Seems a little bit silly, but Inflame is a classic, man. Like, it's a tried and true. You know, whenever anything's doing you wrong, Inflame's doing you right. It is scaling. I suppose the only problem is that we have to upgrade it like everything else. Unupgraded Inflame, that's a little bit problematic. Seeing Red is kind of tempting because we have Blood for Blood, we have Fire Breathing, we have Corruption, we have like these cards that we want to play ideally, and also Seeing Red stacks with Corruption in that Corruption reduces the mana cost. So this actually might be good. We have Bloodletting at home. Okay, now this is the infamous decision of whether we pick 4 elites in a row or we go left. We go left, we go to the bonfire, we rest it up. We upgraded one of our many cards, maybe including Bash. We love Bash. I love Bash. Everyone's a bit of a Bash fan. 1 mana off Corruption, you know, has never done anybody wrong. Unless you're running a Snecko deck, and then it has probably done you wrong. Where? I think we're heading left. That elite's tempted me. So Gremlin Knob I think is completely out of the question. I think on that alone, and then Lagavulin, we have no scaling, so that one is also pretty bad. Our only scaling is technically Corruption, and that's a little bit odd. I think we just kind of take these Fire Breathing because it's gonna be in here for a while, but also because I think there's some clever tech for dealing 10 to all enemies if we don't draw our thing first, our Ascendant's Bane. My reasoning for this is that I'm hoping that this will kill the elite that I'm personally hunting after. Or also these guys. You know? It works both ways. I don't like you. And I'm not really a fan of either of you. I guess we'll hit the 15. This is our choice between whether we block for 5 or we block for more. This Blood for Blood was such a terrible decision. Oh boy. It requires like so much for almost nothing. This is our Seeing Red moment. Now we can Seeing Red, and now it's 1 mana. I get 2. I can take out one of these guys, and I can choose which one. I feel like that's he's bringing in a lot of thunder. Well, hello. No Ascendant's Bane. I forget that it's not Exhaust. Maybe that would have been nice. You wretched louse. I'll hit you, and then I'll also hit your friend. And then I suppose I'll just Fire Breathing. And then one of the nice things about Corruption, if you don't want to play a skill, you certainly do not have to. It is, because it's free, it's kind of worth whatever turn you can play it on. It's just worth having around, you know? Carnage! An attack that exhausts itself. 2 mana. Well, I'm afraid Blood for Blood sort of has its job, is the issue here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I really wanted to upgrade Blood for Blood for that. That's a lot better than what we have. I need the upgrade slots. This is a weird deck. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, we can work this out. We can make a deal. I think this is the end. I think this is simply our destruction. 1 and a 2 and a 3 are what to do. So corruption would allow us to panic out some defense. While that may reduce the deck into it only being strikes, I hesitate to think what giving him 4 strength would do. Maybe 18 damage is just better. You just kind of start socking away at him. That being said, we would be able to play Blood for Blood if we played like most of these. I don't know actually if we'd be able to play Blood for Blood. This is incredibly odd. I don't think this run's gonna go any further. And I also thought that would be worth something. There's our Skull Bash. This is where we say good game most of the time. Our Ascendant's Bane is gone. My upgraded fire breathing is only my shame. My deepest shame is upgrading fire breathing, even let alone taking it in the first place. I don't know why I bet so hard on getting the robots. Okay, you need a little bit of this. Now this part's a little bit so we can bring him up to 36. He's hitting us for 50% extra damage. I think Ghostly Armor's worth it. I don't know about the other one. I think we just simply drink both potions. We can Seeing Red before we do this, which will give us an extra 12 block. I think that's worth it, but it's really close. Okay. We're at 71. He's at 27. My defense are strong enough here that we could justify playing them. Oh wait, is this a Skull Bash? Sweet mother of mercy. Okay. It's strike or bust. And right now, it's bust. Thank you, Knob. I salute my superior. And that's why we're not allowed to have nice things. Welcome back. I think last time I won just by getting max HP. Sure. I'm sure we could do a snipe, but probably be strategic too as well. We could even hit the one on the right. Is a snipe really worth it? Because I think the max HP is worth more, like in the grand scheme. Because not only do you heal more, but you also, whenever the map resets, I gain 8 more HP, give or take. I think wasn't there something? They only heal less after boss battles, but you still heal. You still heal. Plus, I kind of like pushing myself and seeing how much we can do. I think this one's better, but this one's funnier. It's a relic if you think about it. Although the Neo's Lament is like physically a relic. Welcome back to my day 1 Ironclad. I hit you. I defend. I hit you as well. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing great. Goodbye. Hit the guy who does damage. Like a game of whack-a-mole. This time we will be whacking the moles. Do you ever get Rampage to work? I don't think you ever do. That being said, well, you can never... The problem with Rampage is that you can never, ever even remotely guarantee that you will have... but not only that you will have that you'll have that you'll be able to make your deck small enough to really take advantage of it, you know? Like, it's a good card if you pick no other cards. And we kind of went down a dangerous route last time by trying to pick something like that. Maybe we pick it this time just to see what happens. Maybe. But even then, you know, it's 1 mana deal 8. Doesn't scale off of... It does kind of scale off of strength a little bit. You gotta understand that, like, Rampage, even in its most primal, like, ideal situation, which is that you have a 5-card deck. You play Rampage turn 1 for 1 mana. That's it. You know, you Pommel Strike for it back, if you have Pommel Strike, and then you play Rampage again for 16 damage. You know, it's a little bit dicey. Meanwhile, Bludgeon is 3 mana, does 42. I just feel like I can always reliably rely on Bludgeon. Rampage, it's one of the weirdest attacks in the game. I guess we'll take it. I guess I'm here to learn about the weirder attacks in the... Take this? Or do we upgrade Bash because Bash is objectively better? Oh! Oh, it's the wrong play! Oh! We're good. Well, here it is. Rampage. You know him. You love him. Rampage. That was the greatest Rampage I've ever seen. We drew it turn 2. Oh, hey, Body Slam. You know, Body Slam isn't objectively terrible. Sometimes you gotta block, man. With all of our off turns on Rampage, you know, sometimes I completely forgot that the Rampage is deal 8. This is deal 12. And sometimes dealing 12 is just so much better. I suppose in the spirit of Rampage, I will attempt to make our deck smaller, but the Body Slam is awful tempting. Body Slam is super tempting. It scales off of strength. It's certainly a strange one, but sometimes you have those turns where you just draw a bunch of defense, you know, and then you draw 1 strike. But this could be. I'm playing a very dangerous game. I don't really know if it's really that fun to run Rampage. Do I take the left path on the simple premise of there being a bonfire on the left? Well, I mean, it's the elite either way, but we don't get a merchant. How many merchants is too many merchants, I suppose is the question. We have 4 bosses. Maybe we could get something game-breaking like in these 2 spots. But I had a theory once that, like, you know, as long as you check with all this stuff, you know, you're doing your due diligence. Blood Potion's tempting. Dark Embrace is also kind of funny. Warcry always has the problem where it can't draw a card from your discard pile, and that's why we don't. I'm never really the hugest of fans. It might be good now. You know, draw 1 cycle. Sometimes you want it. It has a bunch of, like, anti-synergy, but you know, maybe we run it. Do I get rid of a strike here? I think we sort of do. So when I'm playing Rampage, I like to defend a lot so that you can continue to play Rampage. That's sort of the game plan Rampage possesses. There it is. A one trident watch, a real Rampage in the flesh. I think we just do that and then we defend. Turn 2, nothing. Nada, zilch. But you know what turn 3 is? It's always Rampage. Don't even question it! Thank you. If this had exhaust, I'd be a lot more tempted to play it, but it does not. I don't know why this is suddenly looking tempting. I guess I have a war cry? It's not an attack. What am I doing? I've never gotten rage to work. We'll skip it for now. Later on, we'll come back. Well, well, well. Last time I had a bunch of weird cards, and now I only have one. What do you think? Gremlin Knob. Take that. And then also take this. I don't think I'll be playing a skill this turn, even though I'm very, very much tempted to. I figure if you draw, well, if you draw Warcry again, you're actually doing yourself a disservice. Maybe this is the turn where we kind of block it. He didn't even give me vulnerable. He's off his game, man. Get out of here. The old Bash Rampage. We like it. Okay. Warcry has the danger of it's not really draw. Thank you. We got a tiny chest. Evolve. I like Evolve. I like it a lot, actually. Thunderclap is good for artifact break. Oh, there's 8-pot. There's dual wield. And here, my friends, is Burning Pact. Okay, so the thing about dual wield, which reason number 15 to not pick dual wield is it'll only clone Rampage at its base, or rather, however much damage it is currently at. It does not. Once it is split, they will scale separately. Throwing 2 Rampages is not a terrible idea, but it is a little silly. I think I thought I was going to card remove, but I think Pact. I think Pact is a little bit better. Look at this Rampage. It's forcing me down a road. A dangerous, dangerous road. Thank you. Oh, we got Evolve. You like to see it. Hold on, Rampage. I'm not ready to play you yet. Evolve for me is usually like kind of a tepid pick. I almost said tepid. You know, you just kind of pick it. It works. I usually pick it when I think something's going to go wrong. Perhaps that is the error of my judgment. Okay, now we have our chance to draw Rampage. There we are. I think just a normal strike takes this guy down, but then we have a 15 damage Whopper coming this way. Do we wait on the damage? Do we use the Rampage here just for scaling, and then we try to? I don't know what. Evolve doesn't do anything to my general knowledge, so maybe this is the way. I mostly just picked it because I thought it would be a good pick against the robots. But also I thought it would be a good pick because I figured, you know, you run Rampage, you generally want to run a small deck. The thing that destroys any small deck is status cards. So Evolve, you can kind of bust past it a little bit, not always. It's still a little dangerous. Now, True Grit is an old friend of mine. I think we pick it. I think we simply pick it. I'm just full on just leaning into the exhausted deck. No ifs, ands, or buts. No buts. Oh, I'd love to heal for 22. Usually I'd hate this deal, but considering that there's no merchant around, oh, we could have removed the card. I was so googly-eyed over my 22 heal. Okay, maybe I'm finally going to admit it. All right, I should have attempted the snipe. I shouldn't have gotten max HP. I should have just taken my knob kill. Because 22 HP, that's just, it's so much, you know? This is exactly what we got Evolved for, so there's no choice but to play it here. Bash would do something, but Bash doesn't do a lot. I think obviously we scale Rampage. There's no universe where I do not. 8. I like to hit this guy. You know, see what he's made of. Too bad these go into the discard pile, am I right? Pact. Warcry. Oh, thanks. I like my defense here specifically, you know, just I could have popped the Dex Potion. True Grit! There, all it took was another 18 damage. If you start thinking of elites as like 20 damage, 20 damage, 20 damage, at best, what are we doing with 20 damage, you know? Hello. I'm gonna hit your friend. Our draw problem is solved, but that does not mean a lot. Oh my god. The good news is that most of this exhausts, and the other good news is that we can play True Grit for free. The bad news is, my best plan is Rampage into Burning Pact for damage. I could bash him here, but that's a little bit dangerous. I forgot we didn't have any more mana. There we are. But it is notable that Evolve never is not a solution for status cards. It's more of a cope. I would actually describe sometimes I think Feel No Pain is a little bit more of a solution, because like at least it gives you block, you know, cheeky things you can do with it. Evolve, you don't really have a lot of control over it unless you purposely pick curses, which you can do. I do that sometimes, but the other problem with Evolve is that if you don't draw it like turn 1, you know, those curses still like completely go off without a hitch. And if you use Evolve, you're only drawing a card, which was what you were going to do originally if you had not picked the curse or Evolve. I rest my case. On the edge of a cliff. I break through your armor. I take your power. I cast you out. 30. Not a huge fan of just dealing 30. I don't know what I am a fan of in this scenario, but I don't know if that's one of them, or that's one of the things I am a fan of. Okay. Give me the skimmy. All right, we got 2 defends. We have quite a number of defends. I think we can get away with sort of burning one of them. And then wait, I did the wrong thing. I did the thing that I specifically shouldn't have done with my my rampage deck. Okay. Stripe. I'm gonna pick defend. Nine is a really awkward number. Oh, well, yeah, here we go. True Grit. Please. Thanks. Take the smaller victories. I honestly am not too worried about all the days that we are getting. If anything, it allows us to draw Rampage faster. My favorite part about Burning Pact is that it doesn't exhaust itself. You can just keep on playing it. You can just keep on playing it. Here we go. Burning Pact. Here we go. Oh, thanks. I was kind of hoping to draw like another Dazed, but like this isn't half bad. Got him. I would rather have Thunderclap than Bash, only because I feel like it's more flexible. And there we go. We have defeated the robots. We got Potion Belt. I don't really know if Potion Belt is really up anyone's alley. Flame Barrier! Flame Barrier? Do we pick Flame Barrier on the strange account that, like, My skills are really bad. And my only thing I'm really good at is burning my stuff. If it was upgraded Flame Barrier, we'd talk about it. Seeing red is pretty good. I like it, especially because it exhausts. That's gonna be my weird. Man, I swear, you start picking blue cards and you end up, we're playing a different game. Okay, so we can smith. Pact is really good. Evolve is possibly better. True Grit is really consistent. I'm a big fan. Because you always play it, you know? And then you always exhaust a card to, you know, and then you get 9 block, you know, it's checks out. Do I want Evolve, but upgraded? I don't really know. I think we can do some cheeky stuff with it, but at the same time, it's not like we are fighting slime. I repeat, we are fighting slime. We pick Evolve. This deck just got a lot weirder. Oh, I could have hit the question mark because I have the thing that benefits from question marks. This is for you, buddy. This is for me. This is also for me. Maybe I don't want that. We'll see. At least the war cry is gone. Our Evolve is working its magic. He's dealing 8. I can kind of get away with some cheeky things here. Go. Thank you. I thought it was clever. We did give him like an extra 4 strength, which is really going to hurt us this turn specifically. And my Rampage has not been scaled at all, so see ya, boys. I think this is what we call game. Game. Oh, we can get Burning Pact for a strike. See ya, buddy. Just my luck. Chocolate chip muffins. Rises. Oh boy. At least confront the first boss. Hey, I'm trying, lady! I don't make the rules. But if I did, they'd be perfectly fair and balanced. Hi. Okay, so you guys don't have to worry about. Now, today, Power Through looks like my best friend. I'll pick Power Through. It's one of the weirdest skills in the game, but I'll take it. I am gunning for an elite, so what are you gonna do? I guess we get rid of defend. Or do I get rid of a strike? Oh, this is, I guess, I feel like the defend is worse. There's no scaling for it, like, you know, come on. I guess I've just been sort of trying to run, like, because I always run, like, silent, like a little bit extra, with a little extra aggression, just my personal playstyle. I always run with the same. I love running the silent. I love running all the damage and then being like, bah, 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 and then you're like, oh my god, that did so much damage, and then you know, it's really cool. Boss. Why would I ever pick Worst? Ooh. I shouldn't have done that. No, I'm not. Please, no. 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 Even when it's good, it's still bad. Oh, thanks. Well, now we're at 160. Wait. Did I do the math wrong? Or did I just run to an encounter? We're not gonna think of that. We're not gonna think about it. Perfected strike. Usually you're my friend, but now you're my enemy. Headbutt is hologram if you squint. Maybe I am squinting. Maybe I'm squinting a lot. Go ahead, Headbutt. Hi. This is a bad turn for power through. But that's the nice thing about power through is that, like, a bad turn isn't really that bad, you know? A bad turn for power through is that you do not play power through. That's a good turn, is it not? Speaking of, you... I want to deal damage over time to you. I know 9 damage, but this will deal 10. It'll deal 15 in like 3 more turns. That's a sacrifice I am willing to make. Now, see, now that we've got something like this running, you know, now we are no longer running a complicated ironclad. Headbutt doesn't really draw us anything, but I think we swing it. I'm an aggressive man. Today I am the knob. Fear me. You know, the funny thing is that actually we can deal 12 straight up. I think we just take that. It's not enough, but what are you gonna do? Omamori! And the Blessing of the Forge. I think that's better than Dex. At least that kind of. I think we lucked into winning the run. So Immolate's really good. It's really, really good. 21 damage to all enemies, like that's it wins you the fight most of the time. Or it wins most fights with smaller enemies, like instantaneously. Especially in Act 1. You can upgrade it, you can make it deal more, and then we can also get it back with Headbutt. So this is actually like the hardest decision between choosing Strength, which it's Strength, the beautiful combo that is Rupture and Combust, or for our demon form at home. Believe, yeah, it gains 2 strength, and then this bad boy does 28 to all enemies. I think Immolate is the better play, but I'm going to pick Rupture for my own personal challenge. We got demon form at home, boys. Merchant. There's no I have the Omamori. So we are kind of tempted to go over and, you know, try and get some curses. The benefit to going to the merchant is that we'd be able to remove a strike or a defend, which would be pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of my strike, nor am I a huge fan of my defend. Maybe Bash was better, but I'm running some weird stuff. I like grabbing. When do we get cursed though? Like we get the snake event. That's the ideal. Come on, I'll turn on the light. Oh. We could get a nice rally. A rally that is nice to us. But what is the use? I do not seek to high roll and slay the Spire. I seek to grind. I seek the grit and the dirt. I seek the pain. God! Why? I mean, I think we're dead. So Headbutt can take down this guy. I'm pretty sure this is Captain Vulnerable himself. The living legend. Headbutt can take him down. I think this match is so... I actually should have used my Dex Potion there because they were just dealing that much physical damage. Combust isn't going to do anything. Well, actually, they're going to do more than I thought. I don't want to say we're dead, but... Give me one reroll. I don't actually know if this makes us dodge the encounter. I think we still have to fight him. I wanted to do my cheeky thing. Headbutt first. Wait, I did the wrong thing twice. So I want to upgrade Combust. Meanwhile, I would like to not die. Ooh, I did it wrong again. I did it wrong a third time. So, headbutt first. Speed potion. Block for 20, because 20 is absolutely coming at us. It is coming at us. Upgrade Combust. Thank you. Go get him, Chief. So, I had a plan. I do not have a plan right now. I think my plan is to take 10. Hit this guy twice. Bring this guy down, so that next turn when he does his thing, like we just kind of we have him on ice. That's my plan. That takes down 1. Tick 2 will now take down Gremlin Wizard. Tick 3 will take down this bad boy back here, and then also our weakness is now gone. So I think this is just... See? We did not need Immolate. May have needed a saves gun, but we did not need Immolate. I like True Grit. Am I that kind of guy? Do I just get Heavy Blade and we're just gonna run Heavy Blade? I'll take True Crit. I like it. Sometimes I like playing it even when it's bad. Tiny chest. I just don't really think a lot of the... I'll take it, actually. But only on the premise that I've... Usually when I run Ironclad, I usually just like hit like every single monster encounter because you heal for 6, right? Like he is the safest character to do base not monster encounters with. Because the promise is that if you do them without taking any damage, you get 6 health. You know, it's not just a generosity mechanic. It's like it's your greatest strength. That being said, I certainly don't mind. I was kind of tempted to just like kind of see what question marks kind of do to the Ironclad, because most of the time I avoid them. Okay, we can headbutt here. I don't want to. And I have one very specific reason why. It's because we're running. We're simple guys running a simple deck. True Grit could kill us here. It did not. Okay, we got the Rupture. We're online. He was going to awaken anyway, so maybe throwing a little bit of damage on the table would have done something. Do I bash twice? Or do I just strike 3 times? I'm honestly kind of on the fence. I don't want to bash headbutt because then that gets back my bash. Maybe I need it. Maybe I really need it. Get him! Tackle! This is the most damage we can do. I think 16 is more than 12. And on that cheery note, I want to draw power through. That's going to be my argument for choosing a little different path this time. I would like... See, if we did not draw power through, I would have been very, very miffed. I would have been nettled. Super nettled. Oh my goodness, look at that natural synergy between True Grit And the other card. Alright, now this is where things get a little bit dicey. Get a little bit dicey, but I was hoping that at this strength level, we could kind of get away with it. We could kind of get away with it. Now this right here is what everyone fears. Wait. Got him. Hey, Happy Flower! Hi, welcome aboard. Ooh, Whirlwind. I usually don't pick Whirlwind. Kind of tempted to, like, because at the end of the day, like, I don't know, I like that, you know, you upgrade it. You can deal 24 to all enemies. We're fighting slime. We're not fighting slime. We're fighting Guardian. Pummel Strike. Pummel Strike is awful nice. You might not think it's that good, but the fact that it cycles itself does so much. I feel we're just a discount demon form deck at the end of the day. I don't want to have too many aspirations. I might pick armaments just because one of my favorite things is you can just upgrade armaments and then you're kind of sailing. We're not fighting the Birding Elite. I'm afraid that's just not going to happen. We're gonna try to play it nice. Try to play it cool. Maybe even hit a there are no question marks. We're gonna try to not die. I believe this is game. Good job. Good work. The Lagavulin fight was like pretty good though. Just another day as Ironclad. Hi. I'm working on it. You. Question mark, and then Burning Elite. Seems as just a cause as any. Now we have, it's a percentile chance that we actually get this to go off, which is one of the reasons I really don't like picking Meow's Lament, because like, if it doesn't work, you know? If it works, it's great, sure, but if it does not work, then it is the opposite of great. I'm gonna pick Anger here, only because I really haven't picked it since, like, you know, nah, it wasn't worth it. That was not worth it. Hello? That could carry us to the end of the game. I mean, let's go, Cultist. Anger! Thank you. Dex Potion. Armaments! Do we pick Cleave here? Because I'm kind of feeling... I actually am a fan of all of these cards. I'm going to pick Armaments. Even though I think it's worse. Even though I think it's, like, strictly worse. I'm just trying to play with cards I don't usually play with. We lost, boys. I mean, we lost the Lament. Feel no pain! Okay, well, if this is a Burning Elite, we could rest here, man. We could rest, and then we could upgrade armaments, and then we could just, like, get out of this 2-bit town. I don't believe in our ability to beat a Burning Elite here. There is something to be said about fighting the robots with Feel No Pain. We have a shot, but no less than a shot. We have no AoE, no even relative damage. I think because of our sort of defensive nature that I have sort of railed us onto, we're gonna have to skip this. Even though the Elite is so tasty. Honestly, with Anger, like, there's something to be said about just running Knob. Lagavulin, we don't have any scaling for. Our scaling is Armaments, which isn't bad. Is that enough? I don't think so. That's my spicy take. I think we just take the double bonfire in front of us. Now we can skip the Smith Armaments. It's so easy to smith. I do it every day. So we can run another Elite. in the hopes that we run a third elite. There's some sort of a merchant out here in the yonder. We have one. We can only take one campfire, one bonus campfire from here on out, and it can be this one or it can be this one. I think taking elite here is actually pretty good because we scale against Legolovin. We have Feel No Pain versus the robots. But Bash isn't going to do it so good. I think we kind of avoid it. I'm going to feel bad about this. Oh my god. What if? Damn. It's too bad you can't, like, guarantee find loot. Wait. It's the guy I didn't think I could kill. Well, this will be an excellent test. Armaments Bash? Or do we Bash Strike? I think Bash Strike is usually the correct play. It's just because I have Ascender's Bane, man. Like, if I had any other hand, I'd play this, but it's just because it's Bash into Strike, and if we play Armaments, we can only play Bash. So we're missing out on 9 damage. I'll take the extra 6 that I'm theoretically taking in my brain. Hit him. Hit him again. Good. I do feel pain. Dreamcatcher's kind of mid. I mean, okay, now this is where I kind of wanted our armaments to pop off, because look, that's a damage increase. You know, we just increase our damage to 18. That's sort of the cheeky, clever things you can do. I know armaments is really, like, that impressive to really anyone, because, you know, it's like, or at least it's never been that impressive to me. It's like kind of a beginner level card. Hey, it's Thunderclap. Carnage, which exhausts if we don't play it. Carnage. Carnage. We can upgrade it with, if we upgrade it with armaments, then we have to play it. But then, sure. I mean, my greatest problem with Carnage is that most of the time, like, it's an upgrade. But now we can upgrade it. I think my master plan was to do another elite, and then sort of swing by that merchant up there. I think we take this. Here's our another smith. Turns out the question mark was an elite. Go figure. Wait, did I beat the gremlin knob and then, like, not get anything for it? Oh my. I think Feel No Pain is worth upgrading here. Carnage is certainly worth it. Kind of worth it some of the time. Maybe I would Feel No Pain. Maybe I would like to feel no pain. No AoE. I don't think I want tiny chests. Although we could certainly scale it up pretty fast in these 2 events here. Do I want to scale it? Do I want to scale tiny chests? That does nothing for me. That's absolutely nothing. Oh, why? Why am I so greedy? Oh. Hello. Armaments. The old armaments bash play. This is a 4 block if you squint. Thank you. I think I didn't want to play armaments into bash. Usually it's actually a good play if you run it in the reverse. Do I want to use a normal strike and then a normal? I do. In fact, that's like my exact line. And then we upgraded defend. Because I think at some point, yeah, we took the burning. Thanks, Carnage. You're doing a lot of good work around the house. Impervious or entrench? I like Impervious because it has exhaust. I like Impervious because it's really good. I'm gonna scale up Tiny Chest and I'm not gonna apologize. I'm gonna apologize to myself afterwards, I swear. I really want to reduce one of these, remove one of these. Actually, preferably the. Actually, no. It's better to remove the strike or the defend. I'd do the defend, but that. I mean, I'd do the strike, but that's just me. I'm just too tempted to see how defensive Ironclad runs go. Two scales. We could get a really good. We could get meat on the bone. The relics you can get at the merchant are no joke. In fact, this is so much worse. But I think I'm going to particularly screw over the run to challenge myself. Oh God, matching keep. Oh, reckless charge. What do you know? Decay. Enlightenment is 0 mana, reduced all costs in your hand to 1, right? That's honestly pretty good. There's Decay. Here's Bash. We want a second Bash. Unupgraded. Unupgraded Bash. I don't think I do. Who has offering? Oh my God! That's the best magic heap I've ever had! Bring it, boys. I'm charging, we're charging this up. You know, we're charging it up. I'm getting my free rally, and nobody can stop me this time. Armament. Yes. I don't want to play Feel No Pain. But if I do it, I'll get a little bit of block this turn. That's something. I want to use Carnage, though. That's kind of the trade-off. I would like to use Carnage. And then I'd like to use Feel No Pain. And then at some point, we're going to get the Curse of the Spire. And then we're going to get that's going to give us another 4. Hit him. Hit him again. Hit him again. This is low-key what I love Anger for. It's sort of a similar thing. One of my I really love picking Slice and Silent because it's just, 0 mana, deal 6. It's quality. I think Offering is like really good, but I think our health total in this stage of the game is kind of dangerous to play around with. I actually forgot it was exhaust. That's game. Man, Feel No Pain would be insane if it healed you. We got True Grit back. We like True Grit. It stacks with Feel No Pain. Now, I'm kind of trying to, like, choose the cards that I don't want to say are bad, but are, you know, because I just feel like a lot of times, like, sometimes you can kind of control the deck, you know? You can steer it. You can create, like, really cool decks with the seeds that you've been given, you know? But sometimes you don't get good seeds, or sometimes you don't get good decks, you know? What do you do then? What do you do then? That's why we're goofing these up. It's to build our character. Why would I want to do that? I mean, in this specific scenario, not really. Feel No Pain, and then Bash. That's usually my plan. I don't mind getting a little bit aggressive. Look, now we're 2 off. Got him. I'm kind of a fan of that power potion. Pact and Pummel and more Carnage. I think we picked Pact. I don't actually know if Pact is that useful. Oh, okay, alright. Well, the good news is we have Feel No Pain. The bad news is that I'm pretty sure we're going to die. Impervious will block all 10, and then it'll also... But I want to keep Impervious kind of around. We could defend, like, chuck Carnage to the wind, and then that would block all of this turn. Then we'd also get out an attack. Using Carnage makes we take 10 damage, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's that Iron Wave gameplay. It keeps me coming back. Armaments. Thank you very much. Hit. Anger. We're like one off. We don't have enough here, but I think Feel No Pain kind of like allows us to stumble past Pact. I forgot I just have Offering in the deck, like permanently. Like I just got Offering, like one of the best Ironclad cards, like hands down. There are other ones, but they're a little bit harder to use. But you know the funny thing about all the cards that are hard to use, like Corruption, or like Juggernaut, or you know, or the self-damaging ones, you know, or Rupture, you know, all of the Ironclad cards. This exhausts, it deals damage to him, it gains him energy, and it draws him cards. That's like literally every single thing the Ironclad could ever want in a single card. Losing 6 HP, it can be a little bit rough, but luckily, if you can upgrade it, it just increases your card draw. It makes it go insane. Watch, we blocked 4 there. I think Pact is a little bit more bold here than True Grit. Granted, if this goes correctly. I think I Pact here. I upgraded Strike. That was kind of what I was waiting for. I'll hit the guy in the back, and we can bash him next time. We'll bash him again. There is nothing we can just pass, and then we. It's the simple things to truly treasure. The lucky thing about Anger is that we put an upgraded Anger into the deck every single time we play it. So that's a thing. I actually don't play Armaments. I mean, I can, but there's no reason to. Boy, oh boy, that oddly smooth stone. I had this a run, like a couple runs back on this boy. Of course, I was running another Defendy deck, and it worked rotten. Got him. Then we do 9, and then that kind of puts him in his place. And we can keep Impervious just in case we don't draw any of our precious dazed cards. I'm going to upgrade my Defend, but then I'm not going to play it. Oh boy. You know, I suppose Feel No Pain is a lot more of like a guaranteed victory against these guys. Like specifically with the Ironclad, because it blocks, you know. When you draw, when I ran Evolve, I'd draw 5 cards, right? You get 5 days, you draw 5 cards. 5 cards sounds kind of nice until you realize that you're not like, you can't turn those cards into anything. You don't get anything for exhausting stuff in the Ironclad. Not usually. Other than the value of an exhaust well done, and then you also don't get turning this into 3 or 4 armor is just done so much. I'm so happy. End turn. We could have used Pact there. Oh, there's our Anger. You know, Pillow and Memories. I like Memories tends to be better than drawing 3. I think because if there's any chance we did not use our Impervious. Oh my god! Barricade with Impervious. It's right there. Second wind's goated, but like it, we kind of have Pact. We True Grit. We have a lot of exhaust. Like we technically don't need it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am simply the penultimate gremlin. I think you just upgrade Barricade. I'm gonna feel like an idiot when I draw Armaments. I could Carnage you. I'm very tempted to. I think Carnage kind of keeps us in class. being that it's the only it's high damage. Let me see if I can pact into something else. Well, there's armaments. Let's go. The goop spray. Okay, alright. I know, but like, you know, I am a creature of a very simple nature. We could bash this turn. We don't have to impervious this particular turn. We could bash and we could get some solid damage in. That's worth something, right? Caveat is, our draw next turn is terrible. So maybe we just sort of play it safe. Throw anger at him. See what he thinks. That's a big slime crush, my friend. But my old friend Barricade will catch up with you soon. Okay, so honestly, I think keeping defends is pretty good here. I think anger is kind of the smoking gun, if anyone is. Ironically, because that makes sure anger. We already have an anger in the deck. I only ever want one, and that's assuming I want one at all. Okay, we have bash. We have double defend. We have 12 block, or we can gain. This block is much more valuable than any other block we've ever had because we keep it. We keep it. You know what we do this turn? You know what we do this turn? I can kick his ass. Or I can get rid of some of these slimes. I'm a little bit tempted, only because it gives me 4 block. Only because the game has rewarded me for my personal dumbass playstyle. I think I will block it all again. And I will also hit you with my anger, and then we'll also carnage. Oh, I did not want to do that. Okay, so the good news is that we keep our 38 block. Bad news is we gotta fight the good fight. Is it better to get rid of is it better to get rid of a strike? Not maybe it is. It's a very, very tough call. It's a call I'm going to make. I'm going to hit your friend for 6. That was the lowest possible split we could have ever done. So it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle from here. I was kind of hoping to find armaments. Bash him, and then hit him. Thank you. Okay, he's sort of getting around the split range. We can go for double. Oh my, this is a lot of slime. I could just play one slime. This is gonna pop him though, so in this instance, I think dealing 6 damage is a little bit better. And that'll give us something to pact later on. I think upgraded anger is like a little bit of a detriment. It's certainly good in this scenario. Do we want to throw away our like 4 block defend? I don't want to go through the bother of drawing it. Or maybe do I want to? I like the damage we have this turn. If we exhaust anger, we can try for something better. Oh my goodness. That actually kind of works out. I didn't know slimes would be good in this deck. I suppose I want to upgrade that strike. Who doesn't? Got him. Swing your sword! No blade can blunt my spirit! Get rid of the strike here. Thank you. Okay, I think we've officially reached the critical mass of having too much block and not anything to do with it. I don't know why him sliming us ended up being so good, but it did. Like, I could just do that. Oh my goodness, I have double anger in this. That was so good. Like, that wasn't really that special, but that was so... The upgraded Carnage, double anger, also he was vulnerable. In a barricade deck, I run that. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright. The fun has been had, but the question remains. So, the funny thing about corruption is that if you pick it, you can, without, like, any remorse, pick, like, almost every single skill you run into. Now, the only problem is that, like, it's going to take a little wind out of the Burning Pact sales, like the SAIL sales. Not, but also, I suppose, this SALE, like, the sales, because... Anywho, Strike is good. Anger's not great. I mean, okay, Anger's good. It's just, Anger does it really good with draw, and also strength. Okay, so we have Feed, which could give us more max HP. Which we would always be able... Any card that we get here, we would always be able to upgrade. We would be able to... I'm kind of tempted to pick Corruption. But to be honest, it could be either one of these. I'm more of a fan of the funny skills. Corruption sort of like changes the entire game. Because every skill costs 0, but it exhausts, so you never see it again. We have Strikes, we have Feel No Pain. Pact and True Grit, I'm not gonna like this, having Corrupt. With that being said, like, I don't think you don't, right? I honestly think that these are all, like, equal choices to me, though. Fiendfire is awful funny. And it does kind of stack with Feel No Pain. Can you really just pick Fiendfire and get away with it? You'd have to get, like, the bad stuff. You can't hit Fiendfire on Barricade. That's just shame. We could hit Impervious. We could run Pact. I guess at the end of the day, like, decreasing all of your skills by 1 and then giving them exhaust is a difficult choice. Sometimes it's correct and sometimes it's not. I think it works a lot better. Oh, but you know, we can sort of get away with it. I'm gonna pick it, but only because I struggle to use Corruption. Fiendfire, I think Fiendfire and Feed are better. Like, just as like singular damage and combo potential. Slaver's Collar is a simple one, but it gets the job done. Sometimes we need that mana. Cube is dangerous. We have no self damage except for Offering. It's draw, but it's dirty draw. Also, on the premise that we do not have Fiendfire, we have Corruption. Is Corruption worth running Cube? Like, you Corruption? Is this the deck for this? Is this ever the deck for this? You get armaments that upgrades everything? Like, okay. Ideally in this deck we don't lose any HP at all, right? But it makes Offering draw an extra card. Am I really doing this so Offering draws 1 extra card? You know, I thought I wouldn't like to Slay the Spire 2 relics. But I kind of like that you just kind of like, you kind of pick one and go, you know? You don't have to think about it that much. I appreciate that. The issue is that Runic Cube is good in all combats. Collar, not so. Bark, most of the time I just don't choose it. It's not bad. In fact, it's actually really strong, but it's just the thing is that, like, you can't always use a potion per combat, and especially in these, like, especially when we only have 2 slots, there's not a lot of cheeky things you can do with Bark. That's sort of it. If you had more potion slots, Bark would absolutely be on the table here, but it's kind of not. And potions sort of can sometimes lose utility the less you have of them. For example, if you just have a skill potion, you know, you can only use that like in a that's a very specific potion that's good at a very specific time, you know. I'm almost talking myself into Sacred Bark here. Oh goodness me. That's 2 liquid memories. It's really strong. Runic Cube is really bad. It's like usually really, really bad. Like even if we get Brutality, like that's still really, really bad. And I mean the worst part about it is that you don't even draw any cards on I never draw any cards turn 1, you know? Like Bag of Prep might be better here. Or even the Ring of the Snake might be better because then that we draw 2 early. I don't know, gives us more options. Our only self-damage is Offering. Will we take a bunch of damage? Sure, but I don't like kind of scaling into that. I suppose we could pick up some form of Brutality or something. I'm gonna pick Cube because I want to, like, confirm without a shadow of a doubt. I don't get to play with it actually that often. Most of the time I'm running Silent. I want to confirm that it's bad. We're going to confirm that it is bad. Hey, our hit points came back. If we had Brutality, it'd be good. But even then, Brutality is not that great. So there's a Burning Elite. What about our question marks? I never look at these. There's sort of two on the right, 2 in the middle path. After skipping the merchants. Oh, sure, we can hit the merchants and then we can hit 2 question marks. And then there seems to be like a whole slew of them later on, which I'm kind of a fan of. We'll run this. I was hoping for birds. I was hoping for birds so we could just like watch this pop off. Anger! True Grit. Maybe that was the wrong order. Look at that! Look at that cube goodness. Okay, so he's gonna start punishing us for playing any skills. I think this is when we hit him with everything we have. Oh, we could play Corruption. 1 Dazed is arguably good for us. Do I? We could barricade armaments. It seems just a little bit dangerous. Maybe just barricade and then hit him for damage. This is where he weakens us and he gains strength, and then I cry myself to sleep as he kills us. But not today! Today, we will go beyond our limits. Bring it, brother. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing! I hesitate to say that I have something. True Grit. Well, it seems you've given me a lot of block, my friend. A great deal of block indeed. Oh my god. I don't even think this deck is like that good, but like then I see our block total and we block for 50. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell, man? I didn't know that Feel No Pain. No, I didn't. I always saw that people always said feel no pain against dazed units, and I was all like, yeah, that looks good. I see no issue there. And we have a couple angers in the deck. I could probably go without you, buddy. No offense. Oh my god, it all just turned into block. Okay, alright, okay. Granted, Feel No Pain, I guess the difference is that it's not so good against burn, whereas Evolve is really good against burn. But then again, like, I suppose the question is, like, how many burns do you really have in your deck? You know? What are you exhausting? At the end of the day. Oh my god, I can put more of these into my... Oh my god, I don't need a solution. Oh my god, since we have Barricade, we can just play everything we want all the time. Oh my god. 15 damage. Do you know who I am? Okay, so this is the math I wanted to do, because now dazed are off. Why doesn't Runic Cubes proc when you... I digress. I know it's one card. Like, I feel like at best it's one card a turn, and then it's more cards a turn when you're getting ganked. Like, I just don't know why it can't just give me this. But anyhow, so we now have a 5-card deck, an 8-card deck. If there was any infinite to be had, we could have it. So there's that. Maybe a flash of steel or drop kick. That's all we're really waiting for now. Steel! I think that's better than a power. Specifically with our deck. Sentinel! I usually hate that guy. Oh, pellets. Oh, combust! Oh, flame barrier! Oh my god! Oh my god, Reckless Charge is actually looking pretty good because it gives us 4 block. It's a little bit dangerous though. Look at that knife. I wouldn't want to go up against it. Card remove. I'm so sorry, Strike. You were a good man. You'll be fine. There we go. That's like exhausting Strike on turn 1. That's pretty good. Yeah, so Reckless Charge, I might have wanted it. The issue is that we have Anger, and Anger sort of takes up a similar spot. In order to get Reckless Charge, I would feel like we would have to get rid of Anger. I like Reckless Charge, you know. It's incredibly good. We don't have to discard our Angers like we're kind of awkwardly doing right now. We don't have enough money for it, so I shouldn't really pay it any heed. Alright, you avocado. I love that this just like... Oh, then I just block. Do I bash you? I kind of feel like bashing you. There's nothing personal, you know? I honestly think this is really weird, but I think we can just get away with playing 2 defends. Good god, man. That upgraded defend, just blocking for 9, is like so good. I know on the defect that's just called leap, but you know, when you get your own defends up there, you know, you sing a different song. So this is our singular opportunity to grab Barricade. I did say that if this doesn't check out, like, no harm, no foul. I'd rather get rid of these 2 defends, and then I would like to offer in, please. Cube! Okay, now, the cheeky thing here is to get rid of Anger. Despite it theoretically being an infinite resource. Man, I really should have gotten Reckless Charge. Because it's like the one card you want to draw. It's like the singular, perfect card to draw. Putting the Dazed in the deck would just seem a little bit too dangerous for me. Okay. So right now, what we're doing is funny things. I feel like I should just crack you open. I could remove this strike, but that seems a little silly. It's too bad that it's exhaust first and then draw later. I think anger is good here. Let's try to get rid of anger. For the purpose of science. Oh, I procced my pellets. Should I have picked up flex on the... I think I should have. I think I should have. It wasn't obvious, but I think I should have. Do I sacrifice my HP to, do I crack them open? Honestly, I don't really think it matters. It does to me. I think I will block for everything. Pain. Grit? I'll pass on grit. Only because I think we can do something cheeky with it later. Sorry, Carnage. I didn't want to be the guy to put you down, but you know, them's the breaks. Okay, so getting rid of anger actually was a terrible idea, because now our attacks are just awful. I gotta rely on Combust to get us kind of across the finish line. Despite how much block this gives us, it's not an infinite supply, you know. And to be honest, like, some of these defenses are actually pretty good. You know, I wouldn't really mind paying 1 mana for them and just like keep running it back. Alright, it's just really our attacks are so awful. I'll throw this at him. Got nothing better to do than that. Oh, that's just the worst. Alright, bash him. Armaments. I'd rather upgrade my strike. Would you believe it? Hit him. Thanks. That'll be all. Thank you, Runic Q. Runic Q by... I don't know if it's you or Combust that's really disappointing me here. I feel like it's you. I feel like it's definitely you. Not a shadow of a doubt. Oh, thanks. I'll save these for later. I'll pop this now, I suppose. Thank you. Runic Cube, I cannot stress how much I need that bash. Thank you. I suppose this is the closest we'll get. Get him. Oh. We just need dropkick. We like only need dropkick. That's all. It's simply all we need. Thank you, Cube. You're a real treasure to the Force. Finally upgraded my strikes, which is what I was kind of planning to do. Alright, now I said I wanted flex earlier. Oh my god, Shrug It Off is great. There's no reason to not pick it. There's almost none. Flex with pellets is really good. That's 4 scaling on almost every single strike we have. And we can double up on it, but it's a little inconsistent, and it can't always guarantee that we use a power with it. It's just... It seems like it's better to build towards the thing we built the deck to do. We don't have an Omamori. We've already charged up the chest. There's almost no reason to do this. That wasn't worth it. Hi. Well, if it isn't my old friend Red Skull. Okay, this is going to be one of the most important smiths, like, period. Because we can make this 3. Carnage. I feel like Bash is sort of the thing we have to lean towards, but we don't have to. I mean, we have armaments. We have, I don't really know what I would particularly want to, but I think I'd want to hit corruption at least. Seeing how much we play it. Thanks. Burning Elite. Or Duped. I see 2 question marks to the left. I feel like we do Burning Elite either way. And we can... We'll see how things go after regenerating a Book of Stabbing. Oh, it's unplayable and it's innate. That was really lucky. I may have overestimated how much my abilities were kind of going in that last one. I may have underestimated how much... how long that took, the avocado flight took. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot, and I don't even know if we can block it. Ooh, that regen is mighty painful. Okay, seeing as we do not possess an infinite. Oh, but isn't my old friend Combust? God damn, Combust. You're just so not what I'm looking for. Okay, so usually, most of the time, I think Carnage is usually the correct play. Whereas, correct? We can't play Corruption. I can Pact for it though, and then I can also throw away Combust just so we can roll pretend that I actually played it. That's not what I was looking for. Now our 2 options are to play Impervious and block all this, or play Barricade and take the hits. Our other option is to play Double Defend, which gives us like 15 block. I like that. I like that a lot actually. Oh my god. Okay. Losing Carnage was really rough. It's rough on me too. My armaments. Do I want free armaments? I kinda do. He's dealing an awful lot of damage. I think I want to would I rather draw more cards or would I rather upgrade more? We hit Shrug It Off. I think this is where... And then the cube also procs. Not a lot, but it's something. Now our Anger's online. Also our Skull is online as well. So, this isn't an infinite. No, this is far from it. But it's good damage. I think I'll hit you really hard. I'll Shrug It Off. I can play everything here. I didn't have Barricade on! I'm an idiot! Okay. 28 damage. How about you don't? What if you did not, my friend? I'm not really keen on taking any of these hits. I think we just... That wasn't what I was aiming for. Thanks. The mana loss is a little sad, but I think it's ultimately for the best. Here, if it isn't my old friend Barricade. This is already like super dangerous, and our only out is Flame Barrier. Oh my, oh my. Maybe we just maybe if Flame Barrier is our only out, I think we should just Pact for it. Maybe even throw away Barricade. I think at least Barricade is worth keeping around. Okay, so my only win con is to bash him. To hit him really hard. Use proc Ornamental Fan of all things. Pray that Runic Cube sort of gets us out of this situation. Drawing Barricade the second time was a little bit rough, but Barrier? Defend. At least he's dealing 6 times. At least we have a lot we can really throw at him. I can throw this at you. He's dealing 35. I think it's better to just throw all of our strikes on the... Or I think it's better to bash, actually. We'll draw the Angers later. This is a lot of damage. It's 26. Whereas this is 16. We're losing out on 10. And I'm praying we get it back. An ornamental fan did just proc. That damage is good. My life support has seen better days. Bag of prep. Wonderful. Emerald key. Another offering. And Warcry. Draw 2, put a card from your hand on the top of it. Why would I ever pick Warcry over offering? Because I'm dying. That's why I would pick it. Because I'm dying. I could put Impervious on top if I didn't want to play it that turn. Or if there's another power that like I want to play but can't. I could throw that up too. I think 2 offerings is like really, really dangerous. I think 1's enough. We're going to not die here. We're going to pillow up. I'm going to do what you should never do. You usually pick elites. You know? You have fun. I'm going to pillow and cry in shame. Rampage the prodigal son has returned. Only issue is that we have no way of our damage is currently Carnage though. If there was ever a deck for this, it'd be this. Don't disappoint me. Like you always do. Hi? Tungsten Rod. Wait. Well. We love Tungsten Rod. We really do. I think it cancels out my Combust. What's up? I see. I just like that draw. Okay, Warcry. If we don't draw anything that we like, if we don't want to play Combust, nothing here exhausts this turn. So wait, I was wrong. The other thing is Combust hits. So the Tungsten Rod prevents it. Oh, and it doesn't proc the cube. Which is bad, but like I'm fine with it. This is where our we kinda hit our folly. Not only does none of our damage is scaled up, but also I have to play a Feel No Pain on this turn. Armaments would be mighty nice. Just for blocking and living. It's a humble one, but it's one I take. Look, now we got upgraded Anger, we got upgraded Rampage. Upgraded Bash I think is really good. Though I really don't think we're gonna deal that much damage. I think weirdly enough, I think scaling up Rampage is sort of more interesting here. It's 3 turns of vulnerable. My damage is Carnage. That's my issue. And Rampage. Oh, we lost our Weaken and our Frail. That's pretty good. And then we also got a little bit of block. I think Essence of Steel is worth not in this instance. That Tungsten Rod. That Tungsten Rod just did so much work. Okay. The fact that we have to proc cube for this deck to work, I think is just not one of my best decisions. To barricade Sentinel. I'm afraid, man, Slaver's Collar would have gone really hard, but it wouldn't have actually helped us here. So I can't complain. Sentinel cannot be exhausted because we didn't draw Corruption. I don't want to say it's at the bottom of the deck, but I don't think it's not. And do we ever pick Barricade? Do we ever pick Impervious here? Or do we ever pick Carnage? Hit him really hard. Sling a Strike. It's unupgraded. I think Rampage is going to be our damage solution. So Sentinel, defend. I think Impervious is sort of the way to go. That's a little too much block, though. In fact, I might just Barrier. Give me the best blocking the money can buy. It's 14. There we go. Tungsten Rod's doing work. This is where we can be clever and use corruption. And now that our barricade has been rocked, we can move around. Packed. Thank you. Ooh. Rampage, you say? Okay, now usually I'd use you offering, but in this instance I'm not going to. I'm going to trade you for armor. We're going to use Inflame to sort of cross the finish line here. I mean, it combusts. Wonderful. Vulnerable? Great. Shrug it off? Honestly worth taking a look at. Fire breathing is very, very, very dangerous, and we can't always guarantee that we can get it with Rive. As much as I love dealing 20 damage to everyone on the field, if it was a relic, I'd pick it, you know? It's even upgraded. Do I pick? I might pick Shrug It Off though anyway, because it's just fire breathing is not to be laughed at, but then again. Thank you, Right. That's what I have you for. So the Snecko is going to hit us, and it's really going to hit us hard. Corrupt can bypass his effect. Warcry? Sure. I think it's better to put... I'd like Carnage to draw to see what Carnage gives us next turn. Feel no pain. I can True Grit. I don't really want to, though. I think I'll actually just swing for damage. We can Pellets out of anything he does to us. Our other option there was to Offering to take 5. I didn't want to. Corruption. Why do I think Corruption here is the correct decision? I don't think it is. I think 3 mana to play a 2 mana card at the end of the day is a bad play. But maybe? We can cure ourselves, which I think is important because everything we have, all of our cards I like are like pretty low static. It's not like we can shrug it off into Carnage. We either commit to Carnage all the way, we do a little cheeky anger, or I think we play Corruption. See what it gets us. That's pretty dang good! Now we blocked it all, and now we can goof around. So this will exhaust, that gives us mana that we don't really need. I mean, it's not that we don't need it. Thank you. And now my confusion's gone. Hi. I'd just like to play, I'd like to play a simple game. A simple game with you. Man, look at all of that. Oh, I didn't have Barricade on! I'm a fool. Okay. Because, like, with Barricade, you get to collect that sweet, sweet feel no pain goodness. We have to, even in our own deck, we still have to scale this stuff. So Strike, right? I'd like to pack my strike away. I'd like to barricade, but I don't really trust it. 0 mana rampage is actually everything we wanted and more. Alright, so I think it's barricade. Oh, and we also got rid of our vulnerable. That's really cool. I'll hit you for damage, but then I'll also get rid of one of my strikes. We have now refined the deck into a killing machine. Can play Impervious for free. Bash him. Anger. I didn't need the Rampage, but I would have certainly appreciated it. And now we're good. Thank you, Burning Blood. Dark Embrace. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw a card. Oh, okay. So the difficulty here is that we don't exhaust that much. When we do, I think it's really dangerous. But we would be able to get online like so much faster. And to be honest, a lot of these cards are starting to kind of weigh us down. This is a very kind of fat cost. Oh, hi. You see, I ended up fighting guys anyway, so what was even the point? Armaments. Actually, Warcry first. Would I like to upgrade Combust? I don't really want to upgrade Combust. I wanted to upgrade Carnage. I want Impervious for next turn, as much as I wanted to upgrade it. I think it is simply more strategic to just wait. We can do this. That's good. Carnage is here. Does 31 damage. Bash does 13. That's simply not the same. I want to kind of proc my Tungsten Rod here. If I could play Combust, I would. Sadly, we cannot. I think Combust is maybe one of the weakest cards in the deck, but we'll worry about that. Barricade, my guy. You're a 2-mana card in a 3-mana world. It's not like we can't. It's not like we can't do this. Rampage increasing by 5 is a little limited. Hi. This is a little less than ideal. We'll throw a little something at the big guy, but I think whichever way we slice it, we're taking damage. Yeah, we didn't even have Feel No Pain on. This could be it. I really want Dark Embrace to be 1. We can sort of power our way out of this at the cost of 5 HP. I would like to do that. I don't want to take 14. I think is sort of my logic. I want to play Corruption. I want to play Dark Embrace. Maybe I can't play both as it is right now. And as it is right now, like, we'll be able to deal damage to him, sure. But we'll be able to do little else. And my plan next turn is Burning Pact. She might heal him. I don't know. I'd be able to cycle through like almost my entire deck if we do Offering right now. Be able to win it in an instant. I think that's worth it. Thanks. Corruption. Dark Embrace. Now every single skill is 0 mana, and then every single time we play a skill. And we also have Barricade, so I don't want to say this is free, but oh, also Feel No Pain, I forgot to play that. Do I want to play Feel No Pain? My goal here is to hit Sentinel. Do I want to play Feel No Pain, or do I just want to, like, lash out? I certainly like Armaments. I feel like I'd be in a better position if I played it. Sorry. Feel No Pain. Armaments. Shrug it off. Thank you. Shrug it off again. Thank you very much. Impervious, even though we're frail. I think Rampage is going to do more than Carnage. If we ever get the opportunity to play it. Take that. Oh, but it isn't Writhe. Play that. I think I will also put. There we go. We're back back online. This should deal a lot of damage to him. 48. But seeing as it it does not kill, I might just want to play Rampage. I don't know what I'd play after that. Anger? Sure. This scales up. Frail wears off. Deal more damage. Get a whole heap and lot of armor. And I think at the end of the day, I think I play Combust. Oh, thank you. I didn't know this would continue. Take that. And we're gonna see how much you heal for. Oh, never mind. He's gone. I'm not waiting for... But I am kind of waiting for... Oh my god. Okay, Pommel Strike. With Rampage is an infinite. But it's like a kind of dumb infinite, because you Pommel Strike, and then you Rampage, and then you Pommel Strike, and then you Rampage. And that's 3 mana. Like when you Pommel Strike once, you Rampage twice. Scales twice as fast, but that doesn't excuse it. Certainly like it. More draw is a lot better in this deck, I say. It's certainly better than Rampage number 2. Rampage number 2 is just dangerous. And we only have 1 Rampage we can scale, but like, even in the ideal scenario, we have 3 Rampages. That means you have to play 3 Rampages every single turn. The ideal amount of Rampages is probably like 2. And even then, you know, I think it's diminishing returns. Sometimes you gotta go big or go home. But we would be able to scale this twice. I'm only thinking about Pommel Strike because when you upgrade it, it draws 2 cards. And that's kind of everything I need. I don't know how much drawing 2 cards really does, but it is an attack that draws 2 cards. It would scale with itself. Sure. I'll remove a card from the deck. Receive my purification! You are unsure if he is grateful or not. I get that. Sorry, Writhe. You're a little bit too much. Okay, if you have any sort of snackage. Oh, second Sentinel. I think that's more dangerous than anything else. Unceasing Top. Whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card. With Anger, that's an infinite, but we don't have the money for it. So I think we just you either pick Sentinel, which I think is dubious because we have to play Corruption before we play Sentinel. I think we just card remove, and honestly, I think we get rid of a Strike. I don't want to. They certainly get the deck in a different way. This is our opportunity. 30% of your maximum HP plus 15. That's a really big heal. Smithing things, I think it doesn't really go as hard, except for Dark Embrace. Or do we smith for Dark Embrace? It's 1 card, man, but it's 1 mana, and we do not have a lot of mana. It's sure. It's really dangerous. I really am gonna regret it, like, almost immediately. Feel no pain. But I figured, like, stuff like in situations like this would be pretty good. I think offering is worth it. However crazy that may sound. I like the mana, I like the cards, what can I say? I also like the Runic Cube proccing a single time. It's good. Pommel Strike. Do I use Bash here? Do I ever use Bash here? I want Pommel Strike. Oh, there's Impervious. I think Impervious is a little bit silly right about now. There is some random chance of drawing into something that we love. Sadly, that's not the case. Bash and pass, brothers. Bash and pass. I didn't know I had, I didn't know I had that. Well, it's been good. This has been a gas. Take that. Thank you. I'll also take that. Barricade! Hot damn. And on the turn we needed it. Oh, yeah, I got a little too greedy there. Warcry, please. I think I've already used up already exhausted my armaments. So Rampage is going to scale a little bit slowly. Do we get rid of... What do we get rid of here? Pact? True Grit? No, I think we need True Grit. We get rid of Rampage, so that way like we have no chance of weight. Pact! I'm really gonna send an upgraded strike to you. Bet your bottom dollar I am. Thank you very much. Anger is good, but anger isn't great. Rampage for 1 mana. Take someone out, True Grit. Unless we want to get rid of our vulnerable and our weakened. That's kind of what I have Combust for at this point. Hit him! That was exactly what I wanted. So we now have too much. We gotta kind of turn on the brakes. Thank you, Tungsten Rod. We're doing a little too good. We gotta turn off the goodness. It's a good hand. It's a good hand, but it's about to get a lot better. So that's a power. That's a skill. That's a Pommel Strike. That's really all I want. Okay, so the thing is, we do not by any means possess an infinite, and also I forgot to really scale up most of my damage. So, besides this Impervious and this Rampage, we're going to be relying entirely off of what is being given to us. Okay, so that's now that. This is now there. We have a chance of drawing it. And we also have a chance of drawing Pommel Strike, but I figured that it would work out in our favor. So now is the interesting decision of whether we just keep our cards, keep our 5-card deck. I think we keep it. And now, as I said before, damn it! I really don't want to play Anger here. I'll hit you for damage, but I'm not going to feel good about it. There's no ornamental fan I really have to worry about, so we're missing out on like 18 damage here. But every time we don't play Rampage, I feel like we're missing out a little bit more. Okay. He's going to power up soon, so... Wow, we're like 1 strike. If we had upgraded this Pommel Strike. Get him. Thanks. Get him? Thanks. My 3-mana turn. The deck plays itself. Get him. I could have bashed before that, but I thought he was going to power up and heal to like 240, as he does. Oh no, he's just doing that. Well, I've made arrangements. Man, I'm really just pining for a drop kick. I don't actually know what I pick when we win. Thank you, Burning Blood. Oh my god, Demon Form! Corruption number 2. And Juggernaut. Juggernaut. it's certainly something. I want Juggernaut. There's no way that we can really cheat out Demon Form. I mean, we could with Offering, and that would be pretty good. It would be pretty darn good. But it's a little bit too clunky. I love Demon Form. I like it a lot. I'd take both of them if I could. I just think Juggernaut's a little bit more funny because, I mean, it's a little bit hard to sort of bet on, but if you grab Corruption, and then you just start like cycling through your skills, you know, that every single skill does like 7 damage. I'm always trying to push myself to make a Coffee Dripper. I think it's Coffee Dripper. I don't think I want Black Star, and I think Pandora's Box is good. It's good. But my defense technically aren't here. These strikes really need to go, though. It could go both ways. I think Coffee Dripper, I really like Coffee Dripper. That mana seems awful necessary to our survival. Yeah, we healed the 66. We can run elites if we wish to. It looks like we're dealing with the guy whose big thing is powers. I have Corruption, I have Barricade, I have Embrace, and I have Juggernaut. I also have Combust in case I want to feel fancy. I also feel no pain. This is he's got a good lock on us. I'd like to hit a Merchant on the off chance I grab Dropkick. I'm kind of greeding for it at this point. Question marks are really dubious in this act, but we can hit like 5 of them. I can also hit the 2 on the right. There's no Merchants on that path though. Can hit 2 at the very beginning here, and we hit an elite, and then we hit a Merchant. Lose out on a Bonfire though, which sadly I'm kind of desperate for. Why don't we just try going here and see what happens? I'll miss the 2 question marks certainly, but we can kind of make up for it later. The true question is, can we hit 2 question marks and then hit 4 more? Yes, we can. It requires going the middle route, hitting an elite, not getting a bonfire, going up to the right, skipping another elite, hitting another elite there. I can't go without hitting a bonfire. I apologize for it. So we could get 2 relics, 2 treasures, in return for that very, very bold gamble. Honestly, hitting 1 elite doesn't sound that bad. 1, 2, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why not, right? Like, the only caveat being that we can't grab a Merchant. And I wanted to hit a Merchant so we could get Dropkick. This is the only way we get 3 encounters there. I've honestly never like. I really want relics. I don't really trust in my ability to be. I mean, honestly, elites should be too hard, but I don't. Some things about this deck are really inconsistent. Mainly, its damage. A little bash rampage, armaments, and then because we have the extra mana, we can just hit this guy. And we rampage on him. It's as good a turn as any. The Impervious is gonna really burn a hole in my butt, but there's a lot of damage coming in. A lot of damage. We have no solution. Our solution is Pommel Strike. Our solution is Barricade, Dark Embrace, and then something else. I don't know. This is all of our health. Pummel Strike has the option of giving us something funny here. But even if I draw, I mean, if I draw Corruption, I just get away scot-free. That's not Corruption, but I can sort of work with it. I need block here. I'm honestly willing to trade even Barricade in order to make this possible. Pact, what could you possibly get me? You might be able to get me damage. I might want to trade for that. Combust isn't looking really great right about now specifically. Here's a couple good things. And there's Corruption. We do not have the mana to completely go off, but I still think it's worth it. Thank you, pellets. Hit him for damage. And pass. No draw. I mean, that's our draw, but here's our offering. And there's our Juggernaut. I just thought it'd be funny at the end of the day. Man, getting rid of our strikes and defends in retrospect was like that was so tempting. We're not gonna be able to rest at like any of the bonfires. Here's Flame Barrier, and here's Sentinel, and here's Impervious. I think Impervious is good here because it blocks everything. So we can actually hit this guy and take him out. So, pass. As much as I like using Juggernaut for damage, I want to do a little bit better. Hit him. Almost strike him. Dark Embrace! It's all, I forgot that was upgraded, huh? Anger! Look who's back. To get whomped! You done goofed this time, son. Okay, just too many strikes. Armaments. Thanks, armaments. Now my Pummel Strike does a little bit extra. I don't know how we drew into all of this, but I'm really happy that we did. Thanks, Juggernaut. Thanks, Burning Blood. Sentinel number 2 and Shred. I think that might be able to get us. Oh, yeah, this is just sort of a pass for me. Lizard Tail. Lizard Tail. Alright, so an awful nice amount of HP. It would guarantee us a win. I think it's worth taking. Only because I have more questions than answers about this deck. Well, if it isn't my friend's Corruption, Juggernaut, and Feel No Pain. Now, if we had 5 mana... I like Juggernaut into Feel No Pain, into letting Carnage and Ascender's Bane just like kind of pop off. It's a little bit weird though because we don't really have a damage solution. But I'm lying. We have Juggernaut. Juggernaut is kind of our damage solution at this point. Block, please. I could block for a lot here. Could also exhaust a card. Seems good, right? Honestly, I'm tempted to hit Offering. Armaments. Rampage, go! And then draw 2 cards, please. Thank you very much. I'll take 1. Oh, wait. Damn it, Tungsten Rod! You're really making Runic Cube look bad. Shrug it off. What do you got? Thank you, Shrug it off. Hit him for base damage. I'll combust. I got nothing better to do. I actually think it'll clean up this guy pretty cleanly. Well, well, welly, well, well. The funny thing is that I don't actually think Barricade is worth a lot, but I think it's pretty good on this turn. True Grit. And then I think I True Grit again. I think you're kind of done, son. See ya. Dark Embrace, but upgraded. Why would I? But it is draw. But it only draws when Corruption is played. It also draws, in the case of True Grit, and Carnage. Seeing that it is upgraded, that is my only reason for picking it. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Hi. You know, I feel like if you can't play Barricade, that still pretty good, you know, still not half bad. Yeah, I might need to do something on this one. Dark Embrace and Juggernaut. Juggernaut would deal damage without proccing his ability, seeing that it is not damage. We can still kind of change it if we wish to. Am I really gonna Barricade, and then if I get that 1/1, I'm gonna kind of, yeah. That's the one. Sorry, no. I believe I will block this there. I really don't want to take this damage. I see no alternative. Help me. Okay. Dark Embrace number 2. True Grit. Get that strike out of here. Look at that. We got Feel No Pain. We're almost online. Let's get rid of Defend here. Thank you very much. And I'm going to War Cry. So I can like attempt to put this on top. Or do I want to hurt this? I might want to hurt this. I like armaments. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh, we drew it. So we're gonna kind of do it dirty. Corruption. Armaments. I was hoping we would draw a skill, but I didn't dare to believe. Am I really just gonna kill him with all of the skills in my deck? You have no idea how skilled I truly am. This is really dangerous, because if I don't draw a Barricade, I'm gonna really fight it. Thank you. True Grit's a little dangerous. I'd rather play this first. There's Barricade. You never can Flame Barrier. You can also... Oh my goodness. I think we have too much draw. I think I'll just pass. I'll let this go. It's a lot. It's a lot of draw. It's a draw I'm not ready for. Hi. I guess the Infinite's about to be online. What do you think? What do you think about Infinites? Do you like them? Are you an Infinite fan? Combust. Defend. Sometimes you need that last, like, little blast of pellets. Sentinel. thanks. I think anger's a little bit dangerous right now. It is really good damage, but a little bit dangerous. We're about to lose like almost all of our card draw. So I'd rather hit a strike here. That way we don't have to feel like we have to play it. There's our pact. Rampage? Thank you, Rampage. Okay, this deck was needlessly complicated. Bloodletting for mana. I don't think... Oh, actually, funny enough, I still think this is worth it. Dangerous, but worth it. I think I want to hit a campfire, because I want to upgrade Pommel Strike specifically, or Juggernaut. I don't really know if upgrading anything is really going to save us here. I did promise myself that I would attempt to swing for it. I really don't know if I'd be able to beat like anyone. The Reptomancer, the Talking Head, we'd have a shot, but not much. And the third one is Nemesis. Nemesis doesn't take damage very often. I suppose we're smithing Juggernaut today. Thank you, Juggernaut. Maybe we should have hit Bloodletting. Alright, well this will be a good test for our deck. As always, Bloodletting. Tungsten Rod does a lot for that thing. Warcry. Thank you very much. I think I will put a Defend on top. And as it turns out, yeah, that's about all I got. Punch. Defend, defend, pass. Man, Strikes and Defends. Turned out those were the worst cards. Still, would you believe it? Even when they exhaust, even when Defends exhaust, they have +1 decks, and one of them is upgraded. And they fuel my Juggernaut. Even then, they're still kind of bad. I think Barricade's a bait here. I like Shrug It Off, because it also deals damage, but Pommel Strike is looking awful nice right about now. Seeing as this does draw, but it doesn't exhaust. Pact exhausts, but that would only draw like 5 cards. It wouldn't guarantee me the thing that I need. Also, I think we're eating something here. Pellets. We live on 1. Oh, we live on 2. Thank you, Tungsten Rod. Okay. It's one of those other instances where I just think exhausting Offering is just a good idea. Thank you very much. Impervious, because I do not want to die. Rampage, because I don't want to die. I think this will deal more damage. I also think that... No, we don't need... I feel like we need it. I feel like we need it. Thank you. We're down to 37. Alright, I need up to 70. That feels a little rough for me. Attack. Attack. Carnage. True Grit. This deck just keeps on surprising me. True Grit! Can't exhaust itself. You know, Corruption's looking kind of... Well, I mean, Corruption's looking bad because our skills look bad, because our 4 defends look awful. Upgraded Bloodletting. I don't think this does anything for us. Well, actually, Corruption Flame Barrier kind of gets us out. Bloodletting sadly kills us. So maybe that's off the table. Armaments? Thank you. Defend. Defend. Bash him. I honestly don't know what to do with my mana at this point. Pat. Do we bash him? Do I just keep playing my cards? Ad neverendum. Till the end of time. I would purchase this deck for you. From you. For all time. True grit. True grit. You see, now we have infinite damage. You know, now we're swimming in it. This is the last turn on Earth, right? Barricade ain't gonna do us nothing. Anger, 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 and then do that. Very funny. Anger. We have officially run out of skills. God, hitting a merchant was so necessary. Holy shit. That's if it was. I was thinking if it was skilled, we could talk. Headbutt for our rampage. Doesn't seem that good to me, Chief. I think we just pass. All right, we either fight two elites. No bonfire. Okay, one bonfire. And one question mark. Will we take a like quadruple question mark surprise? Oh my god. Dude, this feels like an elite. Pain. Pain, Dark Embrace? Pain, Dark Embrace, Barricade? Sure. Alright, it's a little bit of weakness, it's a little bit of frail, but I think we get over it. Hey, struck it off again. Love that card. Hit him. Good. Man, those strikes are just like burning a hole. There's only 3 of them. I don't even know why I'm complaining. Here's Rampage. Corruption, please. Yes. I would like to be impervious, yes. I'd like to pack. Get rid of true. It's a random true grit. It's not quite the same. Hit him. Do we want to hit him with Rampage? I don't even know if we do. Whatever we put in, we're gonna draw, so. We'll bash Rampage. Not really feeling it. Maybe 1, just to get it off my, I think that was good. Now we can draw the entirety of our deck, but should we? We have Barricade, so sort of like a no bars held. You know, I can just kind of do whatever we want. Can't get Juggernaut, though. Here's kind of what I want. If we had Sentinel, which you just passed, maybe we want to keep these cards, just because, I have no mana to play a new card with. As it turned out, we drew 2. Okay. So, I want to use True Grit on... Oh, actually, I want to use Juggernaut first before I do anything. Thank you so much for having me, by the way. I'm thrilled that you would have me over for your sleepover, because you're gonna die. Damage, no damage. Bash. Sentinel to draw. Yes. Very good. Very good indeed. Bash him. I guess I hit you with the normal damage. Thanks, Pommel Strike. This is really why I carry you around. Defend. Thanks. I think I can honestly, like, kind of pass on this. It doesn't behoove us too much. Bloodletting's pretty good to hang on to. Bust is funny. And Shrug It Off is about more card draw than you can ever ask for. I can hit you, but do I want to? I feel like I want to pommel strike you, but just in case I don't. Oh, you're still vulnerable. That works out really well for me. The awkward thing here is that I kind of have to, like, pommel strike. I mean, Rampage would be the only card in the deck if we do this. And then we pommel strike, and then what do we get? We get Rampage. If I had upgraded either of those cards... Yeah, but all of the skills can remain, I believe. So the funny thing is that we only really have, with the current amount of attacks we have, we only have one turn of infinite. And by infinite, I mean pommel strike, and then Rampage, and then pommel strike. Get him. Hit him hard. And fast. Disarm! It's exhaust. Is that the only reason I bring it on the train? I think it is. I actually think it is. I love Shrug It Off, don't get me wrong, but it's only really good when you can play it. I guess it's only really good when you draw it. It's draw. At the end of the day, it draws where Disarm does not. I'd like to sort of like float on a giant pillow of 11 block. Whereas Disarm Exhausting doesn't really, it doesn't give any value to the card. We can sort of be ambitious with this. Ooh. Ink Bottle. When you play 10 cards, draw a card. As it turns out, I actually play many cards. But do I play enough to make this worth it? It's an infinite enabler, because if you play, we play 10 drop kicks, it draws an additional card. I'm not really looking to play drop kicks anymore. I think we take key. It's really sad, but hi. Upgrade all cards. You no longer heal. You have no idea how much I want these two specifically to be upgraded. I'll take a full relic. And the heal honestly sounded really nice. We may have been able to swing that. That might have been the better option. Embrace! Embrace! Act! Dominance. Now, that's the thing I can pack. Thank you. Ah, feel no pain! But we could bloodletting to get a little bit of feel no pain. Small, 2 health. Armaments! Thanks, armaments. I'll pass on using Angle this turn. What? This is such a strange deck. Barricade. We like him. Honestly, sometimes I think Corrupt kind of ruins the deck because, you know, we lose all of our skills. And we lose both of our True Grits. I just feel like they do a lot of work for us. What you got? Thanks. Juggernaut! It's alright. He'll come back. So here's the weird and wacky decision. Do we not pick Corruption? Do we specifically not pick Corruption so that we can just keep playing Shrug It Off over and over until the end of the universe? Because each Shrug It Off deals 7 damage. Strikes, I cannot speak for. There is no card. The only card that draws itself is Pummel Strike. We have no way of reducing its mana cost. Still, I honestly think it's pretty good, right? I like removing at least that last strike, and maybe even the anger. Like this strike, I'm just not a fan of. Combust, please. Maybe we should probably kind of Corruption here. You know, end the fight, so to speak. Second. No Juggernaut, sadly, but I think we get away with it. It's a lot of draw. A lot of slimes, too. Wait, I think those slimes are actually good. I can prove it. Oh, there's another strike. There's another defend. And this is a Juggernaut. Okay, so that was our one. Well, yeah. We're already kind of doing good on whatever infinite we're trying to run here. Anger's a little silly, but with Slimed, it's honestly pretty good. We could just run that, and then we just keep playing Slimes and keep drawing Anger. And that seems good enough to me. Honestly, we can wait on it, though. Stop hitting yourself. I'd love to use Anger this turn. Usually that's not the case. Hi. There's another True Grit. Bash him, please. And then draw me all the cards I could ever want. Thanks. Pommel Strike. Someone needs to be upgraded here. I think it's Rampage. Love you, Pommel Strike. Just don't really think this is the time and the place. Maybe Flame Barrier was the correct decision there. I'm actually too sure. I think there's some value in getting rid of Anger here, but for the life of me, I can't see it. I think Pommel Strike's the way to go. I'm gonna Burning Pact my Bloodletting only because I don't. It still exhausts. Oh, but I wanted to get rid of my Strike. Armaments. Upgraded Rampage. See? Our damage exists! You simply must find it. Power Potion. Power Potion's good. And so is the Plated Armor. Attack isn't going to do us anything at this point, this juncture. Clothesline would have been funny, but I'm becoming something else. Embrace, please. Do I pick Offering after I play Embrace? Do I? True Grit? There's no reason. It doesn't really matter because I'm. Oh my, Sharon's Ashes. Thank you so much. No one's dealing any damage this turn. True Grit. Do you got anything for me? I don't really know if True Grit exhausting anything is gonna gain us anything. It just really prevents us from drawing any of these cards. Playing Offering, I think, is the best play, but that's like a little bit dangerous in that our health supply is low. So, Strike. Damn it! This guy's really hard. This guy we sort of have to set up on. I think we can justify an Offering. We don't have any powers online right now. We just don't have any like solution to this. They're gonna swing for like huge damage next turn. I can't stop them. With this, I would be able to. We got another Dark Embrace online. True Grit, and then what does that really do? And turn. Thank you, Sharon's Ashes. It's gonna do a lot more than you think. Rampage, please. For 11. And then I think I will True Grit one of these strikes away. Thank you very much. That is the order I desire. Carnage would do you good. I'm more interested in hitting the guy in the back. Hit him with a little bit of vulnerable. I think that's good. It's solid damage if nothing else. Now now the damage is gonna roll in. And we also don't. Oh my goodness, we have Pact. We have Armaments in the Pact. I don't know if Armaments is better pre or post. This is a lot of mana to be sure. reason. I guess there's no reason to keep it. This would allow us to draw one more card and get one more mana. I think that's worth. Thanks. Hey, it's Barricade! I don't think this is the Barricade turn. But that being said, I don't really know what other turns it really is right now. So we just used the skill. I can... Pellets. Feel no pain, shrug it off. Thanks? This looks pretty bad. 4 extra armor is going to do something, but it still looks pretty darn bad. They're swinging with 22. They're dealing 30. And I have exact, like... Okay. I need to kind of do something here. Oh, there's Demon Form. Sure. Block. Block a little bit more if you would. 22 sounds good to me, buddy. Damn, and we used Offering. Did we? No, we didn't. So actually, the 6 health that we saved is still ours to eat. Thank you, Corruption. Really cleaning up the deck. I can't thank you enough. Pretty good. Havoc is honestly pretty, I don't know a single card that I do not wish to exhaust and or play. The exception of Bloodletting. I suppose other unfortunate things to Havoc would be Rampage. And that was about it. That's about it. Impervious also, but I mean you play it, right? I figure that's good. The problem is that it's good in our deck, but that doesn't. I don't think that gives it a pass. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because exhaust, like, is so valuable. And even when it's bad, like, it's still, like, draw a card, play a card. Possibly hit Corruption, hit Barricade. Warcry would be a little disappointing. Anger would as well. Bloodletting would be a little sad. I think for the most part most of these work. Only because our deck is really bad. I think I take this question mark. Ceramic Fish. Not quite what I was looking for. I really shouldn't hit this elite. We have the Lizard Tail, so we can sort of get away with it. But even then, I wouldn't quite recommend it. This deck has, like, no scaling. I think I'm gonna pick it anyway. I don't want to die to some rando. I want to die to the Giant Head. Alright, this is a pretty lucky, all things being considered. Ooh, I can even hit Anger. Sweet. Armaments on Rampage and Pommelstrag. Sounds like a deal to me. Do whatever it is you do. Thanks. Then draw that back, please. Armaments! And then Rampage. I really like my health. I really like my health. Here's Barricade. Here's Dark Embrace number 2. Here's Shrug It Off. Here's Havoc. Havoc can hit True Grit, Bloodletting, Flame Barrier, Feel No Pain, Ascender's Bane, Bash, Carnage from the bus. Well, I certainly want to. I'm tempted to play it now. Thanks. Juggernaut, please. Impervious? Okay. Havoc? I'm just saying, like, even when it's bad, it's still pretty good. It's like anchovies on pizza. I'm gonna pickle. I really want to play Feel No Pain. This will deal 2 to us. That might be a sacrifice I'm willing to make. He does do like very large damage, and Juggernaut is weirdly our only solution. This would exhaust Blood. Just slightly tempted. Would I be able to play Feel No Pain, and then I'd be able to... Yeah. Then that... We're not weakened. Knitted. I can exhaust whatever I want. I might exhaust the clock. I'm really sorry about that. Thanks. Oh boy. Okay. After a long study, I believe the answer is Pommel Strike. Thanks. And then we pass. Hi. Okay. This is where we armaments a second time? Pommel Strike's already been hit, so we can afford this. Absolutely. Go. We're gonna draw a lot. We're gonna rampage here. We're gonna Burning Pact our strike away. And there we go. Now we only have one thing. Bash. Play Sentinel for mana. And for draw. And then I think it's mostly solved from here. Just a manner of drawing the card we so desire. I think playing True Grit has a random chance of doing what I want. I'm honestly not really sure about it. Maybe I want to play Shrug It Off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. We're at 9. I think Defend is kind of our safe goal. Draws 2. And then I can play a strike. I can play a Pommel Strike. That actually might have been a bad idea. Rampage! Go! Go! Okay, so we have the draw of a god. We just need to be able to use it. This is a pretty good True Grit situation. Go, True Grit. Make me proud. Not exactly what I was aiming for, but to be honest, like, that still works. Rampage. Thank you. I would actually like to draw 3 cards, would you believe it? I wanted to exhaust one of my strikes, but not all roads lead to Rome. Thanks. It's a hell of a deck. A Champion Belt! And Distilled Chaos. Honestly, pretty good. Fiend Fire! Exhaust we hand, deal 7 damage for each card exhausted, exhaust. If we have the whole kit and caboodle going, like, that's pretty good, but the problem is that it's a damage solution for damage. I know it's 10. 10 damage. Invulnerable would help very much. I don't know how much hitting that guy is really going to do. Juggernaut, Embrace, Combust, Corruption. I'm just kind of like thinking through. I might want Fiend Fire because it would. I mean, it does discard cards I do not want, and it would be able to get to. I mean, it can't hurt the deck, right? If we don't want to play it, we don't have to. This is a bit of an oddball. Question mark could possibly kill us. I mean, if it gets rid of something important like a power, I don't really know how I feel about it. It could randomly heal us, though. It could just be another encounter, so... Prepare yourselves. Warcry, please. This just isn't... It's just not something I really look forward to. I should have played Dark Embrace first. Bit of a fool in that regard. We don't have to play it now. Oh wait, actually, maybe we do. Hit me. Thank you. I don't like you dealing damage. It's not really a thing I approve of. Thank you, Tungsten Rod. I had no idea I had no idea that Combust would do as much work as it has. I thought it would be a dead weight for the rest of time. I think this is just the old combo, you know. We have Dark Embrace, we have Feel No Pain, we have Corruption. We can just kind of go off. We do not, however, possess. Well, I mean, they're doing so much damage, so. Anger, go. Thanks, Anger. They're dealing. I mean, it's not 52. That's damn close. Thank you, Combust. Oh my God, we took him out, and he doesn't come back. I appreciate that. I think it's just Juggernaut, and then take the victory. It has been so kindly handed to us. This is an instance where Fiendfire is actually kind of funny. 30 damage at least. Like with our draw, especially by the end, you know, I think Fiendfire is worth at least, like, because when it's bad, it's pretty good. And when it's really good, when it's great, it's like God tier. So I would like you to go away. It would be a little silly to get away without playing Barricade. One block at a time. Havoc. I didn't even know what that was. Thanks? More Havoc. I shouldn't. It's too dangerous to be left alive. We have to pick the Ruby Key here. Otherwise, I just don't know what we're doing. We can't guarantee upgraded Fiendfire. We don't have to. Kind of bet that we can do something cheekier. All right. 22 turn 1. You know, these are classic Ironclad stakes. I think we play Offering on the sheer, it's not a power. I also really need to deal with these guys like extra quick, so juice me if you would. Oh, there's Sentinel. No way to exhaust it. There's Impervious. Here are 2, I counted 2 Shrug It Offs and a Rampage. I think we should just throw this at one of these level 1 cultists. There's Feel No Pain. It's one part of the puzzle. I genuinely think Feel No Pain is worth the pain. And I guess we can Flame Barrier for like a little tiny smidge of damage. I would have liked to have had played Impervious, but to be fair, by the time this deck's running, we're going to be absolutely fine. Cheeky time to use Fiendfire. Is it worth? Bash? Fiendfire. Why would you ever? Well, because it kills one of these guys. It kills them dead. It would only deal 30 damage, but with Bash, it should absolutely pass. Go, my friend. It's no Gremlin Horn, but it'll do. I didn't count! Okay. We're doing fine. I don't know if we need Barricade, but it feels like we should go without it. Havoc, what could you possibly have to add to this? Wait! I don't know if we wanted to do that. Well, Deep End it is. Up and at him. Yeah, here we go. I think Barricade is the one here that's suspect. Although I can could certainly get rid of Combust too. I just don't think Combust is doing anyone any good. So, cheeky thing about Juggernaut. We don't have to play it if we don't want to. That being said, I kind of want to. I know it's greedy as hell, but the damage we'll get will be more than worth it. So 48. Could you do a little bit more for me? Thank you. He doesn't mind exhausts. He only minds armaments. Pact. Get out of here. And from here on out, we have no more powers to play. This is the name of the run. So, well, I mean, with that in mind, 13 times 4 is 12 plus 40 is 52. I would like to get a little bit of mana, just a smidgen. Give me a big old barricade to play. That I think will cap us off. Okay. Now I need to hit Rampage and I need to hit Pummel Strike. Anger is certainly tempting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Havoc is funny. Dangerous, but funny. It's all fun until you hit your Rampage, I suppose. It exhausts itself. 9. I think we just play defend. Couldn't get away with it. But there we are. Pummel Strike would draw 1. I think we're going to try to get around it. This is going to be mighty slow going. I know you deal damage, but that's not really a factor anymore. So there's our Rampage. Havoc? What do you have, Havoc? What could you possibly gain? I'd rather just play Flame Barrier. I would really like to play Anger if I had the opportunity to. Hey, shrug it off! I think... Yep, that's what I want. I can upgrade Bash here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Havoc could hit itself, and that would be really funny. It's a little dangerous, though. Shrug it off draws... I mean, it draws until max, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How much do we want to upgrade Bash? A little bit. A little bit. There we go. Armaments! Thank you very much. I will bash you. Or should we have played Anger? On the one premise that we can use Havoc on it. I suppose we will see. Next turn! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can Impervious here. I will... No. I think I Strike, and then we Impervious. To draw both of them. Why? I'd rather just play the... No, we don't want to play the Anger. That's right. So Impervious first. Play the Strike. Now it's gone, but now we can use Havoc on it. And then that should also draw us cards. Not really too valuable. But I figure this kind of deck control comes in handy. If nothing else. Anger, Rampage, Pummel Strike, and Bash. And we have Havoc, but we can't play it, but I think it's better to play it on a turn where we have mana, yes? I see you do not like powers. I certainly can understand the premise. You and me, we are not so different, you and I. Yeah. There's nothing to scale. It's just barricade or bust. Thank you, Bash. Now I think here we have a unique scenario where we can actually no crap. Pommel Strike, get me my cards back, please. Thanks, Pommel Strike. Pass. We pass. Oh, 40 damage, huh? Thank you. Pommel Strike. Thanks. Rampage again. Shrug it off. Yes. I would never want Havoc to hit nothing, but thank you very much. The pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room as it's the heart of the Spire, the source of the evil. Iridio Blade! You do 1,330 damage. The heart squirms and pleads, but is ultimately still pounding. Your mightiest attack's not enough. We're running it. It's because you get Ascension either way, boys. My singular smith! I think it's Rampage. Cards on offering? Honestly, kind of tempting. I think also True Grit has the potential to really just save the deck if everything goes wrong. What's up? Member! I think Member's a little bit silly to play. Oh, Intimidate. Are we pulling out all enemies? Exhaustions. It's a neat little trinket. I suppose it does exhaust, which gives it an advantage over a lot of our cards, which do not exhaust until Corruption comes into play. Is it worth it? Is it worth it against these next two guys? I should think so. But it's still weird, no matter what way you slice it. I don't even know if it's really that good. Okay, Entrench for the heart. On his own, terrible card. But with friends, he has the chance to redeem us all. Enlightenment reduces the cost of all cards to your hand to 1 this turn. Isn't that nice? Get a little 1-mana bash. 1-mana Impervious, 1-mana Corruption, 1-mana Barricade, 1-mana Juggernaut, 1-mana Free Fight. Lots of good options for you, I'm gonna be completely honest. And the best part is that even if you kind of don't do that good, you can always exhaust you. I think on that logic, maybe we should pick up Entrench. It's the strongest block card in the game. I like Shuriken, don't get me wrong, I just don't think we're going to... by the time it comes into play, we're only going to be playing Pommel Strike. It's going to give us like 1 strength a turn. I think at that point, I'd just rather pick out Entrench. Okay, now the big question is, does reducing this price by 50%, because that can be like, that brings it down to like, what, 39, brings card removal down to 62.5 plus like 39. That's $100 if we can purchase this. Maybe that makes it worth it. My math was correct. Holy God! I gotta earn my strikes every day of the week. Defends are not doing us any good. I'd love some Distilled Chaos, actually. That sounds like a grand old time. See ya, buddy. Here's our elite fight. And this would be an excellent time. This is where Runic Cube still dooms us. Because we didn't... We just... Free Armaments is pretty good. Do we do Juggernaut here? I want to block all of this. I also want to play Armaments and Feel No Pain. So I don't think I can do everything. Spire, Spear, and Shield are notorious for absolutely ganking you. So perhaps there is some merit to just playing Juggernaut. No. I don't think Juggernaut's gonna cut it. We need something a little bit more busted. I'd like Feel No Pain, Armaments into Flame Barrier. That sounds like a solid plan of attack. Flame Barrier! Thank you. If we get anything spicy. Thank you. Hey, we got Rampage! Thanks, Rampage. We may have over-defended there, but I think it was in our best interest. Holy crap, Impervious. Okay, Warcry. Carnage, I'm not a huge fan of you. I'm less of a fan of Strike, though. Go on, get. Or do we take True Grit next turn? We take Shrug It Off next turn? We'll see. Thanks. Okay, so Impervious is only blocking 31 and he's dealing 40. That's the long and short of it. I honestly, I get rid of the Strike right here. Ooh, Dark Embrace. I think our problems are solved. Whatever I was personally worried about, I think we've passed it. I may have wanted some amount of damage. Ooh, now this is a pretty funny Fiendfire, all things being considered. So the danger here is we hit Pummel Strike, which honestly isn't the worst thing in the world. I'll check it. Bloodletting, not half bad. Second Havoc, please. What do you got? Defend. A good one if you can't draw your Corruption, which, as it turns out, was apparently something we couldn't do. Okay. So we have the boldest measure here. Well, I mean, we have two options, right? We can Shrug It Off, defend, entrench, giving us a total of 12, 9, 21. 21 times 2, that's 42 block. It's pretty good. Yeah. I like 42 block. Our other option... Oh, they've reduced my strength. Damn. Another option is either Fiendfire, Bash, or Barricade. Or Fiendfire for an answer. And no matter how many cards we exhaust, well, we get 4 block for each, and then we also draw one. So, is it worth it here? Do I just go absolute goblin mode on this guy? And just pray for a better solution? I could honestly bash him, and I wouldn't mind that too much. I want to bash this guy because this guy might die. I don't have that much faith. At the end of the day, I think I'd rather kill Spire Shield than I'm gonna really regret not picking Barricade here and Entrench. Sure, it speeds everything up, but it without Juggernaut, I can't really guarantee a lot of this damage going through. I honestly think both options are. I mean, I mostly just wanted to see Fiendfire go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, draw 6. Not really that valuable. Gain 24 block. Maybe we can do better things with Fiendfire at the end of the day. Shrug It Off, please. Ooh, double Shrug It Off. I actually didn't anticipate this. Ooh, Offering. Thank you. Thank you very much. This will be the gateway to many victories. Defend, please. Thank you. Defend again, please. Thank you. Ooh my. This is getting a little heated, if you would. Okay, so barricade me up. Packed. Hit anger. I don't know when I got mana, but I guess it's because I didn't use any. We can't use Fiend Fire. We can't profess to. Hit someone for Rampage, but that seems a little silly. I can really go off right here. Like, really go off. I might have to sacrifice Fiend Fire for it, but like... I might want to sacrifice Combust. Usually it's really good in this fight, but not today. Ooh, that would have been good to exhaust. And now I think we're going to run out of things to be able to exhaust things with, so to speak. I'd like my strength back, if anyone minds. Ooh, we hit both. Go. I believe. And there's Juggernaut! A little bit too late, but, no worse for wear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think my master plan is that I hit someone. Possibly you. Pellets wear off. I gain 1 strength. We entrench. Maybe we block for a little bit more. Maybe we block for just like the smidgiest, tiniest bit more. That exhausts one, and that exhausts another. This will exhaust as well. There's Sentinels, Havocs, and Flame Barriers. I think this is an excellent Havoc opportunity. There we are! Sentinel, please. Sure. We only draw 1, so this is... When did I get mana? When did I get mana? I don't know when I got the mana back. Oh, it must have been when I hit Sentinel. It must have been. Juggernaut would be awfully funny here, but I think we're kind of at the end of our exhaust ropes. It would be funny to sort of deal this much damage with Fiend Fire, and then stack the Juggernaut on top. I think that's sort of going to be my play. Shrug it off! Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'll wait on the Shrug it off. Instead, I will entrench. Thank you very much. Havoc for Shrug it off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I pass. 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, we got away with it. Take the burn, I don't mind. Maybe Body Slam. Yeah. Body Slam was probably best. I mean, you don't always guarantee that block, though. And in those smaller fights, you can't always guarantee the dub, so to speak. I think as much as I want to bash you, and I want to bash you a lot, kind of swing this. Shrug it off, please. Yeah, I thought it hurt a lot. I think we play Embrace. It's either that or, I think we play Embrace. And then we wait. Take that burn damage. I've never had like a better Spire and Shield. We just didn't really run into like any. Once we got online, we didn't really run into any issues. Shrug it off, please. I guess I can bash you now. Here, take that. Almost strike. Thanks. The burns kind of hurt. What did you do, brother? What did you do? This is the Fiend Fire opportunity. Yes! Bird-faced urn! I think that's pretty good. We simply run this. Okay. I think Corruption and Barricade are just sort of like really good here. They're really dangerous as well. Oh, Tungsten Rod. You're too sweet. Havoc. Pretty good. You know, usually vulnerable and then frail and then weakened is like pretty rough for Slay the Spire 1, but you know, we didn't get Dark Embrace. We are only running. We're only flying half a ship here. Yeah, we're really only flying half a ship. Corruption may have been a terrible decision. Well, True Grit, please. True Grit, if you can't bail us out of this. I mean, how much value do these defense really have? Okay, now, I thought you would do a lot of damage on your turn. Why did I have extra energy? Where am I getting this energy from? I don't see any energy rallies, you know. Ceramic fish. Bag of prep. I packed. It is ethereal. Remember that. We can save pact for something a little bit more important, like one of our strikes, or one of these wounds. That might prove pretty useful. I honestly been thinking about offering. Then we get Feel No Pain. Pretty good. We get True Grit. Doesn't really do what I want, but that works. We True Grit the wound away. I don't mind the frail, because I know how it ends. Alright, I need an attack to really cap this off. I could play 3 random spells. If I play Havoc and then I play... Actually, there's nothing we can play wrong. Sentinel, thank you. Dark Embrace, thank you. Havoc. Havoc? Into Defend. Into Dark Embrace number 2. I think the Infinite is online, boys. We don't have enough damage to really justify this, but... I like drawing 3. Would you like to bash him? Alright! He is now dealing 1 times 15. We are now blocking for a whole hell of a lot. I think Armaments is our final card in the deck. I'm going to try to hit Rampage and Pommel Strike with it. That's going to kind of be my game plan. Seeing as though we have mana, I will play Defend. Carnage might be worth something, but honestly, I'm just a little on the fence about it. I'll use Shrug It Off. Well, I mean, since we have it this turn. I wanted to sort of get that extra 10 armor out of Impervious. Is it worth it though? I think my mouse might be dying. Trench. Trench looks really good right about now. The other option is... Well, that's almost the hand that we want. I just want Rampage in it, to be honest. I could save up for Fiendfire. I honestly think there's so much ethereal in that hand. We draw 3. Well, actually, we draw a lot. I guess maybe we just get the. Oh, we have everything. Okay, so sadly we need the armaments before we play Rampage, and then we play Rampage. Thank you. Rampage is doing quite fine as it is right now. Impervious. Thank you. I think I will entrench. Rampage, please. Do I pummel strike or Rampage and then return Rampage again? That seems best. It seems good to save on the last of our block. And now entrench costs 1 mana, but it doesn't really cost 1 mana, does it? I'm so glad I drew you. Rampage, please. He's got 2 artifact. It's gonna be a little bit of an uphill battle. Pummel strike. Bloodletting! But why? Draws 2. Can't knock it. I was kinda hoping. I mean, now the hope seems a little silly. I was kind of hoping to either use Fiendfire on like a whole bunch of angers, or maybe just use it on whatever we have currently. I don't really think this card draw is worth it. In fact, draw 5. You 2, and you. Can't get rid of that strike. Is it worth playing Anger here? So that next turn we have something to Fiendfire. On the premise that we're not taking any damage, maybe not. Ornamental Fan certainly likes itself. And that would be cheeky. That's a lot less to entrench for. Gonna be honest. Strike! Thank you. Bash, if you would. Why do I want to bash him? He's already dealing so much damage to us, like, at this point. There's our strike, there's our pummel strike. And I wanted to hit the strike, along with these angers. I'm supposed to just trench now? I think it's best to entrench. He's certainly dealing a lot less damage. I think this should cover us until like a certain turn is passed. I honestly think we have this in the bag. Just sort of waiting around. You cheeky things. Pummel strike, please. Now he's got vulnerable, you see, so now Fiendfire! You know what we get? All of our cards back. I suppose we didn't need him though. And that's a 13. Oh boy, that deck was so needlessly complicated. Should've just Oonga Boonga picked power through. go into the run history. Not by the wildlife. Yeah, this was the Berserk build. I completely forgot, even, fighting these guys. For this one, we also had corruption. We also had double flame barrier. I suppose this one was a little bit more cheeky. Oh, yeah, it was a Snecko. It was a Snecko run. That explains everything. You always wonder what the heck is going on until you see this Snecko eye. Mighty chaotic, that run. I remember we used Mind Blast because it worked with the Snecko eye of all things. When it was good, it was great. Oh, and there's Entrench. What do you know? You know who also had Entrench? Lord Carnage. The only attack in the entire game that will exhaust itself. That's not true. It exhausts itself by not playing. Thank you, 11 block Shrug It Off. You did so much work. All of these block cards just did so much work. I feel like I could have played that a little bit more cleanly, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I might not have picked I might have picked a lot less cards if I had just, like, had a second go at it. Sometimes when you get scared, I feel like you pick cards. And to be fair, in this deck, drawing corruption was, like, sort of an imperative. And that being said, here we recalled. That being said, like, by the time I figured out what the deck was kind of trying to do, that's when we got Darkened Brace number 2, which was a good one, really good one. Bloodletting. Bloodletting was that one, which I thought was necessary. It's just sometimes you need it. And I thought since it was a skill, it would exhaust out. I did not pick Rage, Headbutt, or Bloodletting number 2. Whirlwind, Disarm, we picked Shrug It Off Plus because you know how I feel about that. It was like this is usually like one of the weirdest decks I've ever played. The only stranger one I think I had one a while back. I actually still might have it. But it was a win. Or if it was a strange 450. Donu and Deku. Oh wait, this is a silent run. Don't look here. Don't look here. I was goofing around. As I do. That is what you do when you play silent. You goof around. Oh, defect. Boy, if it's an Ironclad run, it's deep in there. Floor 0, Hexagos. Is this the weirdest deck I've ever played? 3 Burning Pact, 2 Bloodletting, 2 Impervious for some unknown reason. I got Brutality. I got 2 Brutalities. Also got Pandora's Box, because that thing's busted. This one was mighty odd, because I had 2 upgraded Pummel Strikes, and I had an upgraded Rampage. I had Reckless Charge, which did pretty good, but we didn't have like any powers. You know, it was feed or bust, a feed or famine, if you will. Too bad I can't look at my max health. upgraded Bash, upgraded True Grit. Like, I just, like, would, like, just annihilate cards from the deck. And we also had Dropkick for the Infinite. You know, if you're into that stuff. It had an Infinite, you know. It just took a really long time to get there. All things being... Oh, right. I forgot that we had a Pandora's box. It's really funny that, like, this deck, like, had some really, really strong points. And it also had, like, a lot of really weak points. For example, Mummified Hand with double Brutality. I think that's why I took triple Burning Pact Plus, by the way. Don't even know how we got it. Might have been from the box? Too bad you can't see. Oh, there's one Burning Pact Plus. Oh, the Champion Belt. I removed armaments at the Purifier. See? It was unupgraded, so what can you do? Second Brutality. I've never seen that. Headbutt Plus. Can I pick up a Headbutt and then drop it? I got 2 Headbutts? What did I do with them? I removed Headbutt. Flame Barrier, Shockwave. Shockwave? Which one was Shockwave? I had 2 of them. Ooh. I probably figured I had it through Sauce. I always feel like you get Shockwave when you're desperate. Upgraded Brutality. Oh, thank you. Coin. Ooh, I had the chance to get Juggernaut, but I didn't. Juggernaut! Honestly, I really like Juggernaut, but it is one of the hardest things to, like, play, you know? Ooh, True Grit Plus. We removed Normality. How much money did I have by the end? Or did I just have Normality from something else? No, I fought the Mind Bloom. Most of the time I do it. I lifted? I had that? I lifted? Thanks. It's mighty hard to play a solid Ironclad. What can I say? That's what we I guess that's the quest. You know, just play some solid Ironclad.